we had on the first best of 3 of the day here. You just gotta pick a map where you think you're just better and you can just outshine individually. And that's Dust 2. Dust 2 is a perfect map for that. That being said, they have had very good performances on Mirage recently, and as you said, they are a pretty new core, or they're a new mix of players. So playing puggy maps in the early days is actually very good, just to get the cohesion on board for a start, and then you can start digging deeper into the map pool.
Yep, also I feel like they've got a sub here as well, Ikari coming in, because he wasn't on the roster initially, so it could be a sub, not to be too sure. As they're jumping in towards A, coming in from Palace. 4legs a 1-for-1 trade. Actually did talk to 4legs before the game. And ex-TALON, they're just focusing on getting more experience and getting more ping, especially against these top Asian teams as Ikari. Brace does trade out in the end, and Brace should be taken down really, but Sterling, the last man standing, in a 1v2. Madness, with the duel, he's trying to get it done. He does get it done in the end. And Ikari coming in for Reason, and Reason's their IGL for Unsettled Resentment. So this could be a reason why they picked all Puggy maps, is because their IGL is not in there at the moment. Unless that's a username swap, because it could be a username swap as well. But yeah, let's talk about 4legs. So 4legs talked to me before the game. I asked him, what ex-TALON's trying to expect here. They're trying to, just have a good time, get as far as they can.
Yeah.
And, despite the ping issues, they have no idea about what Unsettled Resentment is. They're just experiencing it just as we are. Basically, Wix.
Exactly. Madness. Oh, that's aggressive, especially after winning the pistol. Not necessarily having to do something like that, but he's got a Fufu here to back him up. Madness finds one, a Fufu finds two. And Sterling with the Tech 9 and the ping is finding one here, but no more, as it's going to be Brace, the IGL last alive. And he's quickly cleaned up a strong hold on B for Unsettled Resentment. But yeah, ex-TALON, always going to be tough after losing that pistol. You basically are trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat with a B rush in the second round. But it wasn't to be, and that's the problem that you have. You try and really force it, and it goes wrong with the force buy in round 2. You find yourselves potentially 3-0 down, and it makes that buy round in round 4 even more important. So yeah, we'll see how ex-TALON can react to here.
Yeah, ex-TALON's T-sides on Mirage have been pretty terrible, actually. They've not actually won a round. That's a double Kobe there from Brace and Hazard. And Hazard coming into with the Glock. Should be a trade coming in from Zaya, the All by himself. Also got a bit of an update as well. Ikari is the name of Reason.
Oh, okay.
So there's no subs whatsoever. They caught me off guard as well. That's why I had to halfway think about it. Well, this is actually getting a bit dicey here. Brace with the trade of the MP9 should be taken out here. Is taken out. It's just adding to the Glock in a dream. And indeed it was a dream. But I gotta say, that was actually a pretty good round for ex-TALON, given the fact it was just 5 Glocks.
Yeah, not only that, of course, it's an extra $900 that you didn't have before because of the 3 kills as well. So they're taking money out the pockets of the CTs and putting a bit extra in their own. So can't complain at that. But now
Brace got a kill with the MP9 as well, so it's an extra 300 on top.
Oh, there you go then. So it's an extra, what, 1,500? 200? So yeah. But as I said, you force buy, it goes wrong in round 2, you have to win this first buy round now.
Like I say, Zaya has had a bit of a stinker on the AWP recently. He had one good game against the Huns. He takes down 4legs of a repeak there. That's a ballsy repeak. But yeah, Unsettled Resentment, the upset against the Huns was massive. The Huns were probably a favorite to win the qualifier in particular. Race in a Fufu, ships in the night.
Oh,
and I think
so
Fufu should win that. Yeah, I think Brace stepped. And they definitely heard that, and that's an A site going to be denied an ex-TALON. Oh, Hazard's going to run away from that. He can't soak any more HE grenades. Otherwise he'll find himself dunked.
Yeah, you are right now. Just have ex-TALON's number. Everything that ex-TALON has tried, it's just been perfectly countered.
Even in the veto as well, they banned Train. Normally they ban Nuke, but they ban Train instead. And that's because ex-TALON had a very good train against Nomad. They completely annihilated them.
probably also understanding that maybe Talon might not want to be playing Nuke right now.
Also, as well, you know, basically, this Unsettled Resentment, they're a new core. They also switched a few players out as well. They picked up a Fufu. They used to have Suki in that Clito Games roster, by the way. Wix. They subbed out Suki for a Fufu from Lid Vision.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's some lore for you.
I saw Suki in the roster. I'm like, oh, that's the guy that got those 2 digs yesterday on Anubis and like turned around on his head. And I'm like, that is the same guy. We were casting him. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of research into these teams and whatnot. Xayah, I actually do like this position from him actually.
Yeah, the standard lineup to prevent the mid push, but it's all going to be for nothing here because the smokes are going down. ex-TALON want to pick up the tempo, pick up the speed, as they feel like a tempo change is clearly required yet to win a round. Yes, we are very early on into a best of 3, but right now it's still just one team on the server and one team not. And Sterling is back in the kill feed, but Twinkle here ready with the dink, does get found, but trades are coming through thick and fast. You are right now, even in these trade spots, even in you know, these awkward mid fights, it just feels like you are getting the 2-for-1 trade 90% of the time, and that's exactly why we see a 5-0 scoreline right now.
Like I say, for Unsettled Resentment in particular, these trades are amazing. Like, they're immaculate. Like, how quick they're trading. So within the second, they're trading these players out. Like, their fundamentals are so good. No wonder why they beat the Huns. You know, some of the older teams try to use their experience to get over the line and try to, you know, get the mental of the younger players. But Unsettled Resentment, their fundamentals are so good that these older players, you know, when they try to use it, they just get run over by these younger players in particular. And that's what's happening here. Is that Unsettled Resentment are just punishing ex-TALON for just fundamental flaws and going out essentially in risky positions.
Let's see how they react to the AX deck. It's a half buy, it's the kitchen sink, it's Mac 10s, Tech 9s. We saw a few of these by Semperfi earlier being picked up. Could it be the first round win on the board? It might just be the special recipe here because the T's right now are looking really good. One man to the good. They've got good positioning on the site. You are low. Have got time to play with, but how long for? As Brace finds one more in CT. And now Xayah is now stuck, having to play for the flank, probably having to save. They're going to get out of there. ex-TALON do pick up their first round win, and Afufu's going to try and play for some exits as well. Because yes, they're going to lose the first round, but they're actually getting a lot out of the round loss.
Yep. You know, evacuating the AWP and the M4. Addicts trying to search for some rifles, trying to punish them for that loss. And I've got to say, the only round where they left Reason hung out to dry there, and, you know, I was, you know, giving them, it's just cast a curse, okay? I was praising them for their good trades and great fundamentals and whatnot. And then they leave Reason there hanging, untraded, and it's just like, come on, guys. After all of this?
I just don't think they were expecting a super fast A hit to come through.
Exactly, and Brace, you know, got 2 critical kills as well. Got so far to CT that he was breathing down their necks of that Mac 10, and probably got a bit of extra money to as well. And as well,
again.
Good crosses as well. Xayah is also adjusting. Xayah no longer at window as well. That ticket.
Yeah,
This team
ex-TALON. Brace calling clearly. Let's just do it again, guys. That was so bad from them. Let's just try it again. And, well, have made some very quick adjustments. You'd expect maybe something to be that well organised after a timeout. They got that spoken of in the 15 seconds of buy time by the looks of it, and they were literally on point, ready to stand on business. Now, ex-TALON need to go back to the drawing board and figure something else out.
You literally stole the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. They adjusted so quickly. Such a great cross, and it was such a just perfect. Like, the crossfire was perfect. They got all the kills they needed. They worked off each other. Like, it was like synchronized swimming, mate. It was like a 10 out of 10 performance. And just ex-TALON haven't just matched the tempo. Has a big kill. Getting another. He does. This is a massive here at the moment. Madness is going to do something crazy. Doesn't. Rave Machine 4X trades him out. Can they be in? Oh, Hazard! He strikes back, and this should be his second round here. Xayah, he's just going to go back. into Palace and just save. That was actually a much needed round from Hazard. Hazard's first 3 kills just happened just then. And they needed that because ex-TALON, they looked flaccid. They looked flat. They were just getting absolutely bullied. Unsettled resentment, had a lot of resentment to ex-TALON.
Yeah, that's a really good sign if you're an ex-TALON fan now, because if Hazard can make these sorts of plays now, he's fragging. Well, you can see how dominant they look all of a sudden. Now, Hazard's never going to be able to do that every single round. I don't think any player in Counter-Strike would be able to do that every single round. As Brace, oh, hello, Brace trying to play some mental warfare here. They're not going to opt for the AWP. But yeah, good to see Brace in high spirits still, despite the awkward start.
Yeah, definitely. Brace top fragging, that's something you don't see every day, in particular. Usually it's either the Hazard, Forlex, or even Addict. But Brace top fragging is going to be a very interesting one. I do remember them playing Mirage at the Defrag Invitational, and Brace shouted out, I'm not sure who it was, I don't think he was playing for Housebets at the time, telling out how they never ever played Mirage. I'm not sure which team they were beating, I forget. But they were like, we don't even play Mirage. I think it was Rooster.
Well, clearly they've been thinking about it over the player break.
I actually gotta say, Deb has his mother. She's gonna be very happy about that free cap that Hazard put out there. And also as his nan as well. They all watch him play. Like every single game. And yeah, they even asked, is anyone cast in the finals, anyone cast in the semi-finals, and stuff like that as well. They just want to see Hazard play and put him on. It's really, really touching.
Yeah, and it probably goes without saying, but not to discredit Hazard at all, but his family have definitely made his life a lot easier, supporting him the whole way with his career so far. So props to you, Hazard family.
Yep, and also Sterling. I gotta say Sterling's family watches as well. So can't forget that, okay?
No, I'm not saying he's the only one.
Yep.
Just give credit where it's due.
No, that's me. That's me forgetting.
Oh, okay.
I felt bad leaving someone out. Zaya, like I say, he's baiting Forlex there. He knew Forlex's hand was there, and he just takes a snapshot. Yeah, I met Sterling at Defrag LAN, and I gotta say, he could rock, the infamous Scott Sterling meme. He could rock that.
Well,
we could put him in there.
Because looking at the dot on the radar,
both players are overthinking this.
Well, yeah, I think Sterling is considering the fact that the flank option is there. So he's going to just try and clear out the full CT side. If Zaya is not in the CT side of the map, well, he knows Zaya's flanking A. He'll never be flanking B because he's a B side player. So if he's not on the CT side of the map, he's either in con or he's flanking A ramp. So B's the best play. Really smart and really heads up. And Zai is also late to react. Doesn't have a kit either. Keep an eye on his UI on the left. Maybe he picks one up along the way, but it doesn't seem like he has one. And there's no dead CTs in sight. So yeah, this is going to be need to be done now or never. And it looks like he's already throwing and waving the white flag.
Yeah, like he's only got a Molotov. Only got one place to molly, and he has like 6 places that he should molly. He also doesn't have a kit either. And Sterling's just like, wow, he really gave me the W. Yeah. He's just like, you sure? You sure he isn't on the bomb? Like, is he gonna ninja defuse me?
The old saying, when it's too good to be true, it usually is. That's the 0.0001% time it is actually true. Yeah.
And other times they just throw a smoke on the bomb 10 seconds ago and they get the ninja defuse off.
Yes.
But yeah, like that analysis just then going through the mind games going on, because like these players have to go through like 20 million different scenarios, and Sterling picking the right one there. He's like, yep, they will never expect me going to B side.
Well, as a spectator, it's easy to see, when you can see everyone and where everyone's positioned, right? But when you do think about it from an individual player perspective, like we did with Sterling in that previous round, it makes a lot of sense. You see how the dials turn and so on,
Late XT coming in. Zaya is going to be under a lot of pressure. He's going to get flashed too. He's smoked, can't see. And they're playing retake on A. Another 5v5 retake. But I don't think they're going to let him have a 5v5 retake ex-TALON. No, they are. I thought Addix was going to swing in towards CT. They don't have a kit either. This is like got Fengdard written all over it. 1-for-1 trade. Have a Madness, gets another hit with the MP9. This is not looking too good. Forlex. Ooh, gotta be a bit careful. And Madness pops in, he's got another. And it's just the ticket players. They're crunched in at the moment. Brace trades back, but Brace goes down. Should be defused, and ex-TALON lose around there.
They got it. Plenty of time. They've got at least 6 or 7 seconds to spare.
That's a bit of a fumble there. They have to deal with Madness a lot quicker than what happened there.
It just felt like they were kind of stuck in limbo, and UR just take full advantage of it. Like, they want to take CT, but then they don't fully clear CT, so they kind of just stick around at ticket, looking at ramp, then looking back at CT. Like, if you're gonna take it, take all of it. Don't leave yourself with holes where you're going to potentially risk getting shot in the back from. Good thing for ex-TALON, it's not complete fatality. They do have rifles up. Okay, you two are not the best, but they have everything they need to win a round. Let's not forget Twinkle on the MP9. So there's definitely some gaps here for ex-TALON to try and gather some ground, but you are right now showing that they are the better team, and at least for Mirage, they seem to be a bit more locked in and a bit more in sync as a team as well. We spoke about the trades early in this map and these situationals. Okay, maybe they're not winning the 1v1s, but it feels like the 4v4s, the 3v4s, the 4v3s, they're winning at a pretty good frequency right now.
Jeez, Twinkle upgrades to the AK and gets a second as well. Fufu's been flashed. Going to be a B pop coming in from apartments, and it's not going to be successful. And over rotates coming in, and they're going to have to abandon this one as well. The smoke is just going to stay there for 20 seconds, and it's just going to be like, yeah, guys, you guys have to go elsewhere now.
Well, yeah, and with 30 seconds on the clock, I mean, is Brace going to be calling here? Are they just calling it off? Because they've not got time.
Yeah.
To mess around, they're gonna have to go, and well, I imagine no, they're just this is it. They've called it. Yeah, really tough. You know, you lose those 2 fights in mid or towards mid, and because your money's not been great, the utility hasn't really been there. And then by the time you know a few frags go down and you're ready to go out B, you just don't have any flashes left. So yeah, not the best of first halves for ex-TALON, but then again, this is not their map pick, and it looks like we have seen. Is it who is that? Who have we just lost? Reason? I think so, right?
Yeah, Reason, yeah, exactly. Reason's Bronski at the moment.
So I guess that's a small W for ex-TALON in a way. They can just talk this one over. They've got 1 round. The money's not great though. I'm not sure if they've got any guns dropped in spawn, because Addict was one of the saves. He has an AK, which seems to have been dropped over. He exchanges for Mac 10. Okay, this is interesting, but they're getting there. And it's all thanks to the tech timeout. And had ex-TALON won that previous round, we're probably looking at a tactical timeout right now from UR.
Definitely.
You know, we see so many of these Asian teams calling timeouts and icing their opponent when, you know, you go on a good streak, the opponent finally wins a round, you just kill the momentum with a timeout. We're seeing it more and more often now. So either way, I think we'll be sat here waiting, but it looks like everyone's back in. No match medic required. We love to see that. And the Observer loves to see everyone with a normal number next to their name as well. Shout out to you, Zarks. You get 1-0 here today. Lucky you.
Nah, he wants 11, mate. He wants 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
I don't
16.
think he does.
He wants all the spectators in the crew, okay? He's losing hair, just as I mentioned, 12 and 13, like the numbers above 10. He's just, he's gone completely bold. Maybe he can coach Gamer Legion now. He can take over Ash's role. Funnily enough, for the UK, they've had their first major winner. With Messi winning with Vitality.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
finest.
that, though?
Ooh, Hazard.
You want a French
I'll
team.
answer that question at the start of the next half, because we got some action kicking off here, but it's not a two-word answer, that one. It's quite in depth in a way, but anyway,
Sterling?
as I was saying.
Do you see anything? He's trying to silent drop.
Oh, that's horrible though.
Good work by
The fact that
Sterling
he's
there.
flashing jungle tells ex-TALON that they don't have anyone in there. He wouldn't be flashing with their teammates tucked in the corner. So that's good information, but they should be expecting someone towards B site, whether it's in market, bench, site. They're just looking to group. It's
Tough one for
likely.
Fufu here.
It's likely that you are in this situation in the late round, have got a player push towards ramp or palace. So you could at most have 2 CTs here. They're just going to send it together. Oh, Afufu's aim not looking the best there. Maybe some ping issues coming through. Takes a tag through the site. Madness in the nick of time to trade. And once again, we see another CT side trade. 2 versus 2. Bomb goes down. Flashbang goes out. Swing comes through. Brace with a Mac 10. Says, "Nyaw." Ferrari peeks him. Orp down. And this is looking more and more like an 8-4 half.
Zaya. Usually on the AWP. He's got the AK here. Looking for the 1v2. He's trying to check where the both are. He's checking market. Yeah, he's got to check bench as well. Just checking all the angles, all the tight angles as well. Bomb's planted for short. He's going to tap it. And like I say, they go forced to peek out of it. Flashbang being thrown in. Zaya just got to defuse it now at this stage. Brace runs into the Mac 10, loses it. Zaya fakes. And it's just going to be over. Sterling, he can just come out. He knows he's won the round. That's going to be 8-4, as Wick said. Zaya even going down to the bomb currently. And we're going to go to a quick break before we get to half number 2 in just a few moments. welcome back, guys. 8-4 was the scoreline on Mirage. I'm gonna say it's a similar scoreline. I feel like ex-TALON's been here before multiple times on Mirage. Their T side hasn't always been the greatest, and 4 rounds is usually all they get on the T side. So they've got pass score for themselves, but is it pass score to win the map? That's the real question here.
It's been a good start for UR. Again, I guess you would, I don't know talk down on them, but you would have to consider this a bit of an underdog story, the lengths they've come so far.
Yep.
And if they do happen to make a lower bracket run as well, it's going to be quite a special road to Pro League if they do get all the way.
Exactly. And I think they'll be a bit happy knocking off the Huns as well. That's a big scout. And like ex-TALON and whatnot, a bit easier. Sterling of the jumped all over him. Going in for an early retake already. In fact, I gotta say, I don't think Unsettled Resentment were expecting 3 players to swing out short. But Addict can't just click away. It's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade. What can Twinkie do? Funny enough for Twinkie in particular, he got the highest, sorry, Twinkle, he got the highest damage. He doubled any player from ex-TALON. And that's the reason why. The double swipe. And that should be round over here unless Sterling can do something here. And he saved the round. He knows the player's up. There could be a Kobe. Nah. Reason backs away. And Sterling trying to keep them all on sight. Might take them all out, actually.
I think he just wants the T's to make sure they die to bomb, but keeps them peeking and they're going to get out alive. Yeah, if you want something, at least something out of that round, you have to try and force all 3 T's to lose their Kevlar, which is going to cost them money, and then you can try and catch them off guard with the buy here. But yeah, it looks like ex-TALON are just feeling the squeeze a bit. They're feeling like this game's getting a little bit too out of reach at this point, so they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the force buy here, and well, we've all seen so many times how well this buy can do for you if it does come off successful. Right now, it's 2-for-1 to the force buy of the CTs. As Zaya is waiting for an overzealous peek from Forlex, catches him with an aid in hand. And Twinkie, well, just trying to find something on this A-lurk to open up the site.
Reason is ready to go. Oh, beautiful. Catches Sterling in transition, trying to get to A main. They can go for an A-Exy, and has only there with a 5-7. He's got a nade in hand too. He's got the 5-7 in hand, sorry. Got a nade. Good trade. Good playing that man advantage scenario as well, just leaving Brace by himself. I got fooled there. The glove skin looked like a Molotov, okay? And I'm like, wait a second. It's a 5-7 in his hand. Brace in a 1v2. And well, Twinkle is considering it, that Brace is coming in via Palace. Spots Twinkle, and that should be the round here. I think Twinkle should win this duel. If Brace does, that'll be impressive. Because Twinkle's been on fire at the moment. Yeah, with Twinkle, he had 1,460 damage at end and a half. And the highest player from ex-TALON was 730. It doubled anyone on ex-TALON. And it's just due to like a lot of these crossfires in particular that happened early on in the half. Where he was just a big enforcer of it in particular. Just getting a lot of damage.
Well, you need 2 things, right? The first thing is your aim needs to be on point and you need to be locked in. The second thing is you also need the T's to come running into your side of the map. He's had both of them, and he's been absolutely slaughtering ex-TALON so far. But again, you look at the firepower that ex-TALON have across their team. All it takes is one good round for something to click, and they take you for an absolute mile. So you just need to make sure they take this one round at a time still. Twinkle finding a nice frag. That's going to make this eco for ex-TALON, I would say, 3% chance of winning.
I wonder if they've recognised an ace stack or they're just thinking that Has and Brace were ultra aggressive.
And Sterling, I think he's going to be too late here potentially to catch this AK, yeah. That's a shame for him. It doesn't look like ex-TALON are going to really be able to get much out of this round.
I might be able to sneak away at Mac 10. Nah, never mind a Fufu. Just jumping around at that Mac 10. The USP is just not good against moving targets.
11-4. You are knocking on the door. And, well, if they go 1-0 up here, ex-TALON are backs to the wall already. I know you spoke to ex-TALON before the game. You know, they mentioned that they didn't really have high expectations. They just wanted to kind of just take it in stride. Again, we've seen it with a few teams. We touched on it earlier. Potential ping issues, obviously, with the Asian and oceanic continents being so vast. But that being said, I mean, ex-TALON have done well in itself to get here. So, look, you can only do what you can at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like they've lost the upper bracket, and they get queued into an even better team. You know, you can say Unsettled Resentment are showing more fundamentals than Nomads did yesterday. Nomads was just swinging and hitting, and Unsettled Resentment, and getting all across to these big words now. They've got both the fundamentals and the aim duels, and ex-TALON can't answer.
You can see that they've got a ton of reps on Mirage. They just seem to be on it, not just individually, actually, like in pairs in a way. Like, I'm not sure if they've just been like duo queuing, like the short and mid player, for example, or the con and mid player. But they just seem to be on it, especially with the A site on that CT side. Their just trades are there every single time. And it's hard to really play against when teams are that much in sync. As ex-TALON, well, they find themselves a man down. You are. Need to be careful. It's a great catch from Brace. And, well, that's going to be a little bit of information. Bomb is yet to be committed anywhere. And, in fact, on timing, they need to make sure they don't step because Sterling is in a position where he will hear. Madness, though. Ooh, will peak at the perfect time. You are. Have the advantage of getting around, and, well, Brace, what does he decide? This is a cheeky spot to be playing this late on into a round. You tend to see it early to counter the A rush, but are they going to clear him this late in the round? Your mind tends to think jungle or stairs or CT, maybe triple or ninja, but the timing! Brace gets a little bit too fidgety, ants in his pants maybe, and that's the worst time to peek. And yeah, you can see how Forlex feels about this one. 1v3 and a scout to keep you alive in map 1, otherwise we will be heading to map 2. Madness seals it with a HG. It's a dominant 13-4 victory in map 1. Map 2 coming up. It is the ex-TALON map pick. We'll see how that one pans out, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. If they don't, then, well, it's going to be good night to Alvida saying, and then whatever they say in Asia, I guess. Look, conditions, the environment, we know it's not easy, especially for these boys, because 2 of them are from New Zealand playing on about 100 ping or so. So, yeah, it's not the best of conditions, but you have to just work with what you've got right now, and what they've got is a 0-1 scoreline in a best of 3 for their close qualifier life.
Yep, and also not to mention as well, they lost on an aimer map quite convincingly, and Dust 2 is also just an aimer map, just heavily residing on those AWPers, and Zaya's been having a pretty decent game at the moment. And talking about that, Twinkle, he was very, very influential both on the CT side and towards the end on T side to secure that win, 13-4 overall. And it's just all quiet on the battlefront at the moment. Pop coming up A-long shortly. Hopefully.
Yeah. You aren't believing it. You are not budging. They're waiting for the off timing. And here it comes. They knew. They had the read. And there you go. It's still 5 versus 5. Make it 5 versus 4. 5 versus 3 as Forlex opens up Dust 2 with 2 beauties. Hazard there to trade back as the IGL falls. kills for the Australian and New Zealanders, as this bomb looks like to be moments away from being planted. They have Madness with the Dawdies and Kevlar, with a Fufu with a smoke. But again, we see another pistol round with these CTs and no kit.
4v2, the headshot here. Goose should go great here, but it's double kill so far. So it's a Fufu to 1v2. Goes for the jump shot, misses it. Can he get another? Oh, we've seen another, but Sterling. Black bars on the screen, 100% for Fufu there, because Sterling was on top of the boxes. And Sterling gets the Goose, finishes the job. First round on the board for ex-TALON, and this is looking like a good start so far.
Yeah, definitely. I would guess since Sterling is an AWPer, he'd be playing on 4-3 stretched, which essentially is black bars, but you don't have black bars on your screen. You still have the same field of view as black bars would be, essentially. But yeah, that's the issue when you do play 4-3.
Yep.
See a lot of AWPers playing it because it's a bit more quick, a bit more. Your enemies are a bit larger in terms of player model, makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, now they have to capitalize on round 2. And Madness has probably the perfect pistol you could have for this position. Trying to tap away, but Molotov's going to make things awkward. He's slowly burning. The toes are cooking. They're about medium rare right now as these MAC-10s continue to run down. Hazard finishes him off. And, well, it looks like what's on the menu here is no longer medium rare toes from Madness, but a 2-0 scoreline for ex-TALON.
I was going to say as well, Madness did a very, very decent job from platform, given the fact he was mollied out, flashed out, whatever you name it. He was every single piece of utility was thrown at him. And he also got 2 kills out of that, 2 1-digs. And also not to mention the player that supported him as well, being, I believe, as a Fufu, throwing perfect flashes as well, and actually doing a decent job in just trying to soften up players for Madness to try and get some frags. Unfortunately, they're going to exit without any weapons. Well, Fufu's been seen as well, so they know one player's at CT. Reason just waiting to pick up a gun. Would he find a gun? He's seen an addict. He tags an addict that has a bit more. Has got to run. Brace, fortunate to be alive there. Very, very fortunate.
Yeah, you know, they lose 2. Or did they lose 3? Either way, I mean, it's clean, more clean than what they had in the previous map. And, well, I mean, considering how the first map finished in terms of scoreline, ex-TALON are certainly going to be feeling a bit better here. They've already got half of the amount of rounds won that they had in map 1 already here in map 2. And that's the reaction I expected to see, to be honest. I think that's the reaction that each of them hold themselves accountable to. You have to stay mentally solid in best of 3s. Otherwise, you may as well just play best of 1s forever. As Zaya's trying to answer back, but they forgot about Twinkle. Twinkle was sitting in the pit for so long, playing around the smoke, and they completely forgot about him.
Yeah, I guess they mistook the pit play because they committed 3 players at pit, and once they got 2 players, like, oh yeah, we're all fine. But no, Brace, he's actually snuck onto the site here. He's heard of Fufu. He knows a Fufu's around here, so it should be a freebie on a Fufu or Brace. Almost buffed that one up. Twinkle, beautiful shot! Jeez, he got a 1-tap. With a head dink all the way from the deep, dark depths of pit. What a round from him. That was a big long hold. And that was such a big long brawl as well. It's a 4-for-2 trade at long. And also I was going to say, Forlex there. I thought Forlex got that kill on the trade. I'm like, God damn, Forlex, can't even see you get a frag. But it was actually Sterling coming out of long late. Completely unblinded who got the frag there.
Yeah. And had Twinkle had an AK that round, well, Brace wouldn't have lasted anywhere near as long as he did. He would have been gone in an instant. Zaya now, though, with the scout, really tight angle to hold there. His reactions have got to be on point if he wants to hit any shots there. Madness has to turn and fight through the doors. The spray down coming through. And it's a lot of damage and a lot of frags. Madness finishes the round with 3 kills. I would say he's done about 400 nearly in damage, as he got a couple assists in there as well. So, yeah, so far, so good. A good answer back for UR. ex-TALON ready to come back with some more riflery, but You start to lose rounds, and you start to give UR momentum again. Well, we saw on map 1 what they did with it.
Yep, I guess overall in particular, that was actually very, very good from Madness. And Madness overall has been real huge on that B bomb site. Really good B site anchor so far. You know, he's always getting the heads, always getting the damage. And this is a bit of a perfect strange moment. Akari can't even, Reason can't even see, but he's taken out by 4X. Has actually caught Twinkle there. Twinkle just, the smoke deviations must have just not favored Twinkle, but definitely favored Hazard. And now they're going to be expecting an A execute via long. And I gotta say, ex-TALON really loved that long execute on A. It's actually quite funny, because ex-TALON used to have a rivalry, or still have a rivalry with Rooster. Rooster and ex-TALON played us about quite a bit. Rooster loved, you know, the short takes and the short pushes. And ex-TALON, they love long. They love taking long and wrapping around to that A site. It's one of their defaults.
ex-TALON doing really well here to just cut off any info. I mean, you heard that they know you are probably checked long with that long flash. They know that UR saw nothing, so they can just use that to their advantage and just slow down, wait, and then slowly, gradually work their way to the A site, which is what we're seeing now. However, are they going to be ready for the CT push with the smoke? There's 4 of them to just hold one CT right now. Brace has to flick to CT, flick back to short, and everything is going the IGL's way. He was top fragging for ex-TALON for a lot of map 1's Mirage, despite them losing. And, well, the IGL is locked in the frags department again here, Josh. Yes, we're only 5 rounds in, but he's nearly averaging a kill a round on
Very
map 2
crucial
as well.
frags as well. Very crucial frag by Bryce in particular. You know, getting those 2 picks, even getting the trade as well, especially with the unlikely, you know, flash through the smoke. They Hail Mary, generally speaking. Now, Zaya, I gotta say, he's got a Tech 9, so they do have a pistol going into the next round. I'll see a buy coming up as well. I think that he's going to elect to keep that scout, but he's still got the Tech 9 handy as well.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, the some of the maps we've casted over the last few days, Josh, today and yesterday, I'm seeing it a few times now where these maps just continue to swing. The pendulum keeps going left, right, left, right. We saw it in the first series today. We saw it yesterday with the house game. That was not as far apart as what the 2-0, I would honestly say, says. Oh my gosh, has a full blind, no problem. And that's 2 kills early in the books for ex-TALON.
Well, that's exactly what they wanted. That's exactly what the doctor wanted. They need to start winning these duels on long. Zaya, with the scout, I don't think he's going to bother contesting. They put the full smoke up. They look towards short. Brace is getting contested and taken out by Madness. And that was a good thing in particular. Now they're going to cross in. Madness, does he see anything? They've already got towards ramp. Madness in a lot of trouble as well. Zaya's been smoked off, which means Madness has got to do this all on his own at the moment. Can he do it? That's the main question here. Oh, they overlooked him at short. And they're actually going to get this. Addict's still going to plant though. It's sticky. Addict! What a madman. And Zaya and Madness have ended it, but I gotta say, Addict. The balls of steel to stick that plant despite the enemy being literally on the other side is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
the only thing I think may have happened there is just a issue with comms. Maybe comms are a bit messy. You know, the info's trying to be given that there's a guy close, but maybe a player on long's trying to call what he's seeing at the same time. So Addict's just like, I don't know, stuck in his own mind, or he's listening to the other players' comms, and well, communication clearly not on point, because it had Addict have known or processed the information that you know, there's a player backside, there is no way in the world he is sticking the bomb.
Or alternatively, Hazard's just getting ready for it, for him to jump up and put him back down. But, you know, likely B hit coming in. It's going to be a B rush. Here comes this BXE. And Madness has got a lot of work. And Madness is at the doors. Do they check doors? Please check doors. There's always the 1% positions that always betray you. Hazard to trade out, but Fufu good to cover. I gotta say, Fufu's done a lot of good work in supporting Madness on the site as well. And fortunately, they've already crossed and they got no information as well. Great work by ex-TALON to just tuck in so they give no information on that grenade break for both Addict and Steele.
flanks likely at this stage. You know, they haven't really pushed through doors yet. They haven't really shown that they want to come through doors. And now, well, it's a solo player out onto the site. The flash is awkward, and, well, the spray is awkward too. Addict, last left, 1 versus 2, can't connect. Ex-TALON could not keep the bomb alive. And, well, Twinkle and Co, they get back into the site. That B site is so awkward to get back into, but if you have the flashes, you have the mollies to clear out some important positions, it gets a hell lot easier, and we've seen it there.
Yeah, like I said, so Alex was desperately trying to get the car. He was trying to play time, but he just couldn't get the car in the end before Sterling went down. If Sterling lasts there for an extra 2 seconds, I think Attic wins that round based on time alone. He can just dip and duck around car and just cause absolute havoc. Like I say, it was a good effort by Sterling and Attic to control the site there, control information, and potentially win a 2v3.
Now they have to pull out the techs, try and find something. As
Yeah,
Brace is in
here.
Brace in a little side quest here, trying to force some attention into long, and it's working because it's giving the short players some chances to get up onto the site. Well, job's done. Yes, they lose a couple players in the process, but the main key is getting this bomb down. And this is a winnable round. Yeah, 3v3. Yes, they only have pistols, but if ex-TALON can get this into a 3 versus 2 quickly, they have every single chance.
Yeah, but they're playing from CT though. They've just lost long. Oh, jeez. They're taking out Twinkle. That's a huge. They can recover rifles. All Sterling has to do is just play for time. Attic tries to swing around with the deagle, but Fufu, he's got some strong moves himself. Now Hazard on ramp doesn't get what he needs, and Madness just piles 4 bullets on him as Fufu diffuses. And they're going to have enough time.
Yeah, they got the first kill. Like, they had everything they wanted. They had AKs to be picked up on long. They just needed to go and get the guns in hand and play the time. You can peek 1 by 1 with 3 guys alive and essentially kill 5 seconds of diffuse time and 15 seconds in total. So, yeah, a little bit too peeky, a little bit too confident. Maybe they just felt they couldn't allow the CTs to enter the site. They felt like they were forced to take the fights. But either way, you have to tip your hat to UR, because even in these tense moments, they seem to be consistently locked in. You know, that we don't see many mistakes in the crosshair. We're not seeing any jitters or surprise flicks or anything like that. They're playing well.
Exactly. Like, they are playing, like, their fundamentals are really up there. Also, going to say, B side holds with Madness and the Fufu, they work incredibly well. Fufu with the nades and stuff like that has been setting Madness up for a lot of kills. And yeah, it's been looking pretty good. And also Twinkle on long, he's been pretty stalwart. He got caught off guard a few times as well by some good plays. But he's been pretty decent as well. Now, ex-TALON, on the other hand, as well, Sterling and Addict have been opening sites, and also Brace as well. They've been working well together as well. In fact, it's more of a team effort from ex-TALON. Saya just following off the angle. I don't like Reason's positioning here. I really, really hate being a CT because it's just such a poor defensive position on Dust 2, generally speaking. Brace throwing away the CT smoke as they execute towards A. Saya misses a shot due to flash, and he's going to back out. I think this could be... Oh, no, he's actually playing an aggressive angle towards short. I don't think Brace is... Oh, Saya, just as Brace ducks. I'm not sure if Brace got tagged up.
Ouch.
That HE grenade is going to hurt, though. Was planted. Madness actually going very aggressive towards ramp, and now Haz is aware of it because he got burnt by their own Molotov. A 1-for-1 trade. Madness, he's got a good flanking position here, but Hazard is aware. Hazard seen a player drop towards car as well, so no players there. Hazard drops now. Brace, he's going to have to push through that smoke. And Addict as well, they might do a double peek potentially as well. Addict's being seen. Addict's 1-2. Might get a line up as well. Gets the Glock out because he misses the Glock. Can he get it? The Kenny just needs to hit him one more time, and Addict has done it, and Sterling covers off a Fufu, funnily enough, coming in from short.
Wow. I mean, kills back and forth. The fact that Brace or was it Addict had to whip out the Glock there to finish off the kill. And they actually have double AWP here. Interesting. I guess they want to try and find the kill down mid. But ex-TALON find a way to win the round. After it was looking awkward with 2 players playing that CT smoke, and then suddenly it fades away. They still somehow find a way to come out with a 2-for-1 trade.
I was expecting Addict to get 3k there because I swear they lined up as well. And it's like, oh, they're lined up, so Addict's going to be loving this.
Yeah, how do they play around these 2 AWPs? Do they
Yeah,
have an
'cause-
AK in spawn? Because, I mean, I don't have a problem with it if it's the last round of the half. You have spare money, you know, you may as well. But I don't know
Nah, they
about round
don't.
10. I mean, the money's not in the best of positions.
Yeah. Surprised that Alex did pick up that AWP in the end at the end of the round. I was expecting an AK to be picked up. But check short. Brace, making sure he's not in an obvious position. Zaya's been seen, and Zaya's been seen, and Brace is going to punish him for it. Well, this is a bit unfortunate for Unsettled Resentment. They smoked themselves off. Fufu chimes in. Perfect timing as well from him as well. Catches Brace trying to hop up into Xbox. Fulex running towards long. They know it's an A hit now. Getting the setup for it as well. Fulex feels like someone's there. Madness for 1D, but that's a deep 1D as well. AK is Sterling. Sterling leading the charge. He's trying to think someone's around here in these smokes because they don't know where Madness actually shot from. Madness shot from CT spawn. Just an FYI. So they have no idea where Madness is. Found him now.
And well, you all have a recent history of hiding on the bomb site as well, so
Yeah.
I'll be shocked if they don't at least fake here. And there it is. The fake comes through. The kills suddenly appear. All the CTs coming out of the crevices of Dust 2 as soon as they hear the bomb planted. And, well, ex-TALON just managed to execute all 3 CTs in what felt like 2 seconds.
Yeah, like basically every
Not
kill
even.
came up within a second or so. And I was actually expecting ex-TALON to lose this because, you know, they didn't expect the player on behind the bomb site, but they did. They expected Reason there, and they took out Reason. And now, ex-TALON probably wondering after that round, like, how the hell did Madness 1D, like, 1D a player, considering they killed him at CT spawn? I've got to say, I think the fact that Madness gets that 1D makes them check behind, you know, where the normal short plant is.
Possibly.
So in fact, Unsettled Resentment actually, you know, tucked themselves into a round loss there because they thought Madness was there, hence the bait plant. It's going to be an anti-eco for ex-TALON. Like I say, ex-TALON can take the lead here. And given that we've been giving a lot of, you know, props to Unsettled Resentment, you would think they'll be leading like 10-0 at the moment. But ex-TALON have worked their way back in it, and Twinkle takes out the bomb carrier and 4X. No rave party for him tonight. He's like the cops, you know, he just shuts down 4X. Like, 4X nuts after 2, Nate. Curfew. No weapon recovered, fortunately, for ex-TALON. They're not dealing with AKs in the opponent's hand. ex-TALON are always so quiet doing this execute. They're never loud. And I think Unsettled Resentment are getting more forwarder and forwarder of that positioning because they're getting sick of this. Brace checking ramp. Oh, we did not see the shoulder. But we see them now. And Reason's got one, but Hazard a trade out. Now Spot one at short as well. And when Hazard should take care of this on ramp. Madness takes an addict from behind though, so the short execute's not going to happen. Now Hazard's going to plant the bomb for long. Sterling's not sure where the other
Don't
player
know
is.
the position of Zaya.
Yeah, they don't. Now Zaya takes
Oh,
out
that's
Hazard.
a disaster.
Yeah, they didn't expect him to be so close on Gandalf that he was just going to be able to do that. Oh, jeez. From
Fine
Sterling,
for
from Pit.
Sterling, though. They need to deal with this. Sterling just needs to play some whack-a-mole here. As he sticks his head up, he is the mole. But he's also a mole with an AWP in his hands. He has to get pushed. I'm not sure if
He's got no
Zaya has time. He
Doesn't have
does
time.
not. Has to save the AWP, but that's all he's going to get because his ex-TALON winning the round. And if you can get the plant in that position with an AWP like Sterling set up in pit, it's extremely difficult to deal with as we've just seen.
Yep. We've also got to say as well, you know, Sterling very well done that 1v3. Gets 2 players taken down. Make sure he takes out the player closest to him as well. And also is just buying time, poking up, you know, bit by bit as well. And ex-TALON can lead coming into the end of the half potentially as well. But given that Unsettled Resentment, did so much damage with the USPs, the ex-TALON don't have a good buy, and they're going to go for a big short push, and this is going to catch Unsettled Resentment off guard because that CT player, oh, he is ready. He ain't ready for it, actually. I was going to say, he's ready for it.
Wow.
I'm like, probably not. Oh, no, Zaya misses a crucial shot, and they gave me all one to short, and this is a rough ending of the half. Oh, Zaya's going to be careful as well, because I thought that was a swing coming in from ex-TALON. Fortunately, he didn't, because if he swung, Zaya was facing backwards. Addict. Fufu. That's a bit too deep. I don't think he can blow it open. No, there's a double smoke there. Fufu's going to go in anyway. Great flash. Oh, needed to get 2 there, but Brace, the only one unflash, gets another. Zaya, he's playing ultra aggressive as well. Manus coming from CT. What can he do? Brace flying down. Almost gets the kill regardless, but I'm going to say Manus had to be quick on that one. Zaya, it's going to be a trade. And Zaya in a 1v2. He knows Hazard's here. Hazard can just hide. In fact, they've done it already. He doesn't have a kit. Doesn't really matter. No kit. No hope. And Sterling finishes it off 7-5 at the end of the half. And ex-TALON take the lead on their map pick. 7-5. And we're going to head to a quick break and we get back with half number 2. Can ex-TALON make it map free or Unsettled Resentment get 2-0? Find out.
I guess the sky is not so black and white. It's like I told him. There's things that I can't fight. I just keep going. I just keep going. In my time, I've been dreaming of a space to really fill my place. I wish he'd seen what I had dreamed. Before these darker days, I thought I found my way. Quickly it fades, losing the race, closing the page. In and out, I'll move myself again. Time moves fast, I feel my heart beating. And now I'm falling, deeper down the flag I can't control. And dark against the sky, it's not so black and white. It's like I told him, there's things that I can't fight. I just keep going, I just keep going, I just keep going. I just keep going. Dark against the sky. There's things that I can't fight. I just keep going. I just keep going.
If all that it's saying is true, there's a war before your eyes. Tell me, can you see right through? Right through, right through. Down through the wires and the pipelines. We go disconnecting from the city and the skyline. This is the numbers again.
Welcome back, guys, to the second half of ESL Pro League, Season 22, the Asian Close Qualifier. Lower bracket, loser goes home. Second map, ex-TALON lost the first map. 7-5 coming into the second map here. ex-TALON just a nose ahead going to their CT side. I'm going to say their T sides haven't been great, and they had a pretty good T side here on Dusto. 7 rounds. Could this be their second map secured?
Yeah, it certainly looks like a higher chance, higher probability than Mirage, because it was a one-team show on map 1, and ex-TALON were nowhere to be found. Now, they're pretty much fragging out across the board. I think Forlex would love to have a few more kills, considering 2 of his kills came on that pistol round, if you remember, that Glock.
Yep.
2-piece. So yeah, he's not had the best of halves, but ex-TALON, they're still in the lead, and well, one of the few times they have managed to be leading in a map here, but it looks like it's going to be a B rush, and well, ex-TALON are ready for this. Twinkle's heard, but he taps, and Forlex Oh, fantastic position as well. He's going to be hearing all of this.
Yep. And they can't rotate to A. Because
How does he relay the information? Because Reason's just running all over the place. He's running left, he's running right. Is he trying to bait him out? It's like he knows, yes. Forlex just not patient enough. He loses the patience war.
The hard one in
But
particular.
unsettled resentment, yeah, like where do they go?
Yeah.
They have nothing.
It's just a bit hard there for Forlex in particular. Oh, geez, like I say, they finally recovered that because it was looking like it was all going to go into unsettled resentment. Now, Danik's going to check lowers, but Madness again, he's doing so much damage, Madness. 1.4k at the end of the half. As Wix pointed out to me, Brace just can't get ahead for the life of him. Brace has just had enough. And a Fufu just to put salt in the wounds. He Gutra's him as well. And Brace is just like...
Yeah.
Just got to hit the DMs, mate.
This is absolutely crazy from Madness. Zarks, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'd love to see his damage. I really would. I'm sure he's 1.6k at the half. I was sure he is. And now, well, he's just got a two-piece there. I think he got an assist as well. So, I mean, the guy's going crazy. The guy is absolutely nuts right now. And ex-TALON need to find a way to keep him silent. Right now, whatever Madness does, he gets, and it works somehow.
Madness. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. And he's done it. He's taken out Sterling.
Look,
It's in B-side already.
he does what he wants.
Yeah, it goes where he pleases. Madness goes where he pleases. I'm a terrible Dr. Mundo, you know, voice actor. Obviously, you can tell I'm not the voice actor of him. Yeah, he took out Sterling. I think. Oh, geez, took out Sterling at CT. That's even more impressive. That's what he took him out. Took him out at Plat.
Probably crossing doors.
Yep.
Drive by.
No.
Adios.
Adios, muchachos. As my South American co-worker always tells us. And she also calls me loco, which means crazy. How do I know? I've played Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3, the first thing you get called as Shepard is, "Hey, loco!" And yep, that's how I know it's crazy.
Terrorists win.
Just in case you guys are watching, if your favorite character in Mass Effect is not Garrus, you're wrong, okay? You're just wrong. 2k damage, by the way.
Oh. 2,000 damage?
It's not over 9,000.
Oh my god.
I don't rate it. Not over 9,000, sorry.
Look at Addict's ping, by the way.
Ah, he's fine.
That's
He's all good.
nice.
It's all good. Just has to think 1.31 seconds into the future, mate.
And yeah, Addict is 11 and 8, second top fragger on the team.
Yep.
So he's working with it. He's loving it.
Stealing with the
Maybe
scout.
not. I don't want to
Oh,
talk
no.
for him, but oh dear.
That was a good shot by Scout.
Madness. Madness again.
It's always him. Madness and the Fufu work so well together. Like, jeez. They both defend B together, and they also both attack B together. Forlex, the dualies, working well. The rave party's back on for Forlex. Settled resentment. Their T-side's looking pretty dapper so far. They've got another kill. This could be doable. They're going to be careful. Oh, he's going to be dinked as well by the 5-7. Forlex can sneak in here. He might get a couple of kills. He's got one already. He might get a second. Forlex is that hero, Galil. He's actually going to take out the tunnel players as well. Reason's going to go down as well. They can actually win this round. They just rush towards Madness. Madness goes down at any point, and it could be over. Madness is going to dance around. He's going to secure the round, and he has secured the round in the end. And Has is going to escape with an AK. Unsettled resentment. That's a bit dicey. They were very reckless there. And Has is going to get away with an AK. They win the round at least, but I got to say, Madness, he had to sweat a little.
Yeah, and considering Sterling was the first death in the round as well. Talon end up losing the round, but they have one player alive to none. That's a little blunder from Ryuar. We'll have to see how much of an impact that will have as we go down the stretch here. But yeah, ex-TALON, they're running out of time. They can't afford to keep losing rounds right now. They're already down a map. The momentum's starting to feel like it's drifting towards UR.
Addict snuck
They
in
need
here.
to make sure it swings back to them. Addict is just a positional beast. There you go. Hello, there's the bomb. Here's a second. Is he expecting the third? Does he hear the steps from Reason? I think he has. He knows.
Let's go for the picket. Oh, it's good work, Sterling.
Sterling. That's like that reminds me of like James Bond movies. You know where James Bond's about to die and then suddenly there's just a sniper that just gives him plot armor to save him. That was
Yep.
what that was right there.
Exactly. Alternatively, Scott Sterling saves again.
All that Scott Sterling.
Yeah. You know, he's out there like Sterling with the hands out, stopping the shot, or like
I've seen the
tackling him down.
volleyball and the football version.
Yeah, it's so funny. He grabs the gun and just takes out Zaya there.
Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught here. Yeah, jiggling with a nade in hand, but the triple pushing short. This is madness in itself. As Addict, well, finds the head of madness. They need to keep him quiet, Josh, because look at his kill count. He's on 23 frags to 10 deaths.
Yeah.
Everything he seemed to be doing so far in this series has been working. I think it was Twinkle who was way ahead of everyone on damage in map 1. We're seeing it here on Madness, who I would guess at this stage is over 2.2k damage. And, well, we have just gone over the halfway mark in the game. He could finish, I mean, theoretically, he could finish over 4k if he continues at this rate.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, Addict in particular, he's an addict to the madness. I think he's been the main one who's taken out madness most of the times.
One thing Madness has done, though, is a lot of his kills, especially on this T side so far, have been on Sterling, and Sterling's for sure going to be getting frustrated by it. He is not used to consistently losing duels or consistently getting out-jousted by people. And then you mix that in with, you know, the fact that you're playing on 90 ping. It's not fun.
I gotta say, you know, Addict in particular, he's probably one of the most composed players I've ever seen. Like, he doesn't care. You know, if ping annoys him, you know, he doesn't show it at all. And also gotta say, with Addict in particular, I love his config. Like, these oranges in his config, it's just like Mirror's Edge. Have you ever played Mirror's Edge and how, like, they literally glow the orange? Ooh. You can't play that game with Madness as a... You just can't. He's like Shegara from the Elder Scrolls game. I am me, and I hit your head. You know? He's like that, mate. Can't play it.
He's
always
on
wins.
fire.
Exactly. I finished Oblivion recently, Elder Scrolls, the remastered version. I was going through the Shegara questline, and I'm just like, oh, I really hate him because he talks in riddles. But also, I really like him as well because some of his riddles are quite funny.
Look at this, ex-TALON react. They're triple pushing short again. But it's going to be too late. Addict has to try and save this B-bomb site, or at least get 2. 1 is not enough, and that's all he's been given. 3 versus 4 here, as ex-TALON need to try and find their way back into the B site. It's W key everywhere. Sterling left on his own. Bomb's going to go down. 1 versus 3. A Fufu, though, holding the angle. He was going to be dead to the flank, I think, from Reason regardless. And you are answer back again and put ex-TALON back on the ropes.
Yep, like I say, overall, like, that was a very, very good flank as well, and Sterling was pretty much doomed. Like I say, Addict needs to get a bit more there, but it's just too many to aim for. They were all just, you know, little chickens getting out of their coop, and they were spread out everywhere. Not really much Addict can really do. And just hope that one of the bullets just hit the head. And he's also playing on like 130 ping. Rolex, he can't see, but he's getting so much damage, and I don't know how. And Twinkle, what? Madness! He got a second on Brace, took a Brace trying to trade out from Long. Shredded his head off, and now it's just Sterling lurking at the bomb site. Settled resentment, you know, after...
He has an AWP duel here.
Yep.
He has to win it. It's the only way ex-TALON have a chance of winning this round, as if Sterling gets this kill.
It's gonna be a tough one in
They have the
particular.
AWP exactly where they want it. All they need to do at this point, is to get on the site, plant the bomb, and the AWP's in position to win you the round. Sterling has to win this fight. But it looks like he's going to concede and play the retake here and try and play percentages. Molly goes down onto ramp. That's going to force these T's to push, but I don't think he expects them to be so close. Needs to hold his back now as the reinforcements come through from B. Slowly but surely, but needs to hold behind. Oh, there we go. Madness losing a rare gunfight. But it looks like Talon already called this save way before that kill came in on short.
Yeah, and Alex got the double AWP as well. So they actually picked up 2 AWPs, funnily enough. And that doesn't work out. And yeah, 2 AWPs can't retake. Don't really bother with a 4v3. Not really worth it.
So expensive is the double AWP setup, and
Mm-hmm.
well, it's not really until about now in a half where you can even have an opportunity to have the funds to put it out. But the
Yep.
thing is, when you do it, you have to make sure you keep onto it because it's very rare they'll be able to buy up a double AWP setup again in this half. So yeah, important rounds to come. This map has been pretty close the whole way. It's stayed within 2 rounds for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams continuing to just ride the wave. But it looks like, I've got to say, I've noticed do feel like there's an opening on B every round. ex-TALON haven't really managed to prevent the first blood to come through, but this time it's 3 kills in the kill feed for Hazza. He's going to get the good news when his monitor eventually fades back to normal color. Twinkle sees the AWP. That should be Sterling dead eventually.
Sterling had the
Now
bomb
you
trapped
have
on
to
lowers, so Twinkle had to do something. You know, had to make the play.
How do you think you are win this round here?
Well, they'll get the shot here.
Covered.
And they'll get the second shot, so no braces nearby, so they can push him as well. Flashbang goes in, goes for the second shot, doesn't get it. Addict actually trades back. And now it's just Twinkle. They did hear Addict's move, but they know Brace could be still around here. Because they did see like Brace's shoulder after Zai got the opening pick. They saw Brace's shoulder, so they knew he was close by.
They would have heard that bomb drop too. Surely.
Well, I was talking from unsettled resentment's end. But yeah, they would have definitely heard that drop. They knew the bomb was there from Sterling, because Sterling was holding the lower tunnels player because he saw the bomb. Twinkle, I think at this stage, he can go short.
Could save the AWP.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Wow. And we can breathe, Josh. I mean, ex-TALON are staying alive somehow, some way.
Definitely.
As I said, this one has not really left within, or it's not left its 2-round maximum margin between these two teams for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
A complete flip on how map 1 ended up. And this is what it's all about. This is what we watch Counter-Strike for. These ends to maps where it really is going to come down to a 1v1 clutch or something like that to really make the difference here on Dust.
Addict again, another mid-duel one against Zaya there. Like I say, this is, yeah, as you said, like, no one's been able to win constant consecutive rounds to get themselves over the line. Either. Like, it's just been ex-TALON winning 1 or 2 rounds back and forth. And I say, I thought it was going to be like a drubbing like Mirage, given the fact that ex-TALON did not look good on Mirage at all. And Zaya looked pretty good on Mirage. So it's just like, yeah, that's going to look good for Dust 2 coming in. But they only hold a slender lead. And ex-TALON, well, this is a crucial round for them to win. And they need to win a bit cleanly as well, because Warlocks and Addict are the only ones that have any money. And the B split, well, now it's open to play now, since the mid player is not defending it. Sterling, of course, is holding short. Addict's at plat as well, so it's just literally Hazza holding middle on the slender of margins. Sterling. Oh, they've gone into Sterling instead. Sterling dropped off the angle, forced off. Brace gonna throw a smoke and a flash as well. That's actually gonna back him off. That was actually a very, very good flash. Backs him off for a couple of seconds. Allows Brace to readjust. Now flash has been thrown in. Sterling punished. And I think they're seeing Brace as well. Brace gonna throw a smoke down so he can negotiate via the Molotov. Jeez. Reason. Oh, man. Absolute amazing execution on the A side. They're not even dropping a single player. And
Yeah,
that's-
solid. I mean, how do you answer that? I mean, they had the players where they wanted. They had Sterling set up on long, ready to hold the short push. They had a player on ramp to be the second defense. And it just gets dealt with bit by bit. Flashes come out, forces the AWP to go off the angle. You then suddenly have the peak advantage, and you are win the round pretty much off the back of that long kill because the pressure mounts up on that ramp player as soon as your reinforcements dropped. So, yeah, strong round from UR. They're taking bomb sites in numerous ways. It's not like we keep seeing them running out long, winning long fights, running up to site, planting the bomb, then they hold the bomb from long. They're going up short. They're pushing mid doors. They're going to be... They are giving a lot of different angles here to ex-TALON, and right now, you are dominating the mid-round calls here in the late-round decisions.
Yep, and they also did that so cleanly as well. Like, very cleanly. Not even a single player dying. And that's going to leave ex-TALON seething. Like, after seeing that. Ball going towards long. That's Twinkle dead to rights. 3 players swinging around, and Twinkle's going to get dragged down, and basically leaving a sort of resentment. They're going to hear 3 different types of guns, and going to be like, guys, I don't think this is a good idea. Brace. He's going even more aggressive. Bomb dropped as well by Brace, taking out Zaya. They're going to have to recover this bomb. Brace doesn't have the support to just come in there and try and support it, or trying to control that bomb. So Reason's going to be able to just pick that one up. And now they're going to have to try to find their way into the B site. A Fufu and Madness, a mad duo. And might get one. A Fufu up taken down by 4X. Didn't expect 4X to be there. Now Reason Dior is just waiting for 4X to be a bit over ambitious. Ooh, almost picks off Hazard instead. Molotov thrown in. He's burning Eagle. Jeez, Reason almost goes down as well. Madness. Is he going to be able to take down Addict as well? Sneaking into the site. Addict not looking yet. Oh, Addict's actually seen it. Brace takes down Reason. And Addict, which way he's going to peek doesn't really matter. Oh, beautiful shot with the USP as well. Collat. Oh, no, Collat, sorry, wallbang. Things you don't see with the USP. Doesn't have too much aim punch anyway. And that was a clean round from ex-TALON. And now ex-TALON are starting to pull the rope a bit closer to them.
Yeah, you can see TALON are not giving up without a fight here. A rare moment we've actually seen TALON just win the mid rounds and have the jump on UR. Okay, it's probably helped by the fact they were a player up for the majority of the round, but even in these 3v4s and 4v3s, they have been much closer rounds than that one. That's good news. That's a really good sign of hopefully things to come for all the ex-TALON fans out there, but you can't expect UR to just turn over here and accept defeat themselves. They will take this one round at a time, no matter if it's an eco, half buy, full buy. They always play the game as if every round is absolutely winnable, and they don't give you a chance to breathe.
And Madness in particular, you know, he's got that deal again. He's been absolutely spectacular on it. Carved out some almost or maybes with the winning rounds.
He is without a kill in the last 4 rounds. I've got to note that because he was 24 and 10. Did he get one here? No. Maybe 5 rounds ago, but we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the present. And at present, the matter at hand right now is the fact that this is 4 kills potentially of going to an 11-11 scoreline, and we're getting all 24 rounds out as Brace combines with Sterling's AWP. His M4 comes back out. Twinkle trying to make something happen with the Deagle. Gets 2, not quite 3. 4Lex is going to silence him. No. We're not dealing with this right now, buddy. Cleans him up. We're tied up at 11-all. And we're going to get all 24 rounds of regulation.
That was a very, very good hold there from ex-TALON. I'm gonna say Twinkle did some unbelievable work there, but you know one thing in particular I'm gonna say? How did Brace get that Kobe? Like he was from CT, that HE. Like, he was like right under CT, but the HE hit. He got the Kobe. I don't know how. It was incredible. Brace running up middle. Sometimes you just have to run. Oh, missed shot by Zaya. Zaya, that's not good. And Zaya missed again, I believe. And
Now
it's
pressure's on.
combat AWPing. Great shot. Takes down Reason, but he's dead. Almost goes for a pot shot. Almost gets it as well. In fact, his teammates take a lot of damage trying to trade out for him. Sterling. Oh, you gotta be careful. When he ate a Fufu, goes a Nunu and is taken out. Funnily enough, talking about Amumu, the hero, Addict has that as one of his display pictures from when I casted him previously. So he's definitely a League of Legends player. Popping up short, and outside of resentment, I gotta get the right answer. Because Forlex is defending from CT. And this is going to be an interesting scenario. Do they play for retake or do they save? I reckon you go for it. You got enough money to go for it.
Yeah, you got plenty of money in the bank. Okay, maybe Farlex doesn't, but it's yeah. I mean, you can live with maybe Farlex on an SMG if he has to, but they're certainly going to give this a shot. At least try. If it goes badly quickly, you just pull out. Zaya, though, has to swing. Great Molotovs to force him out of Goose. They guess right. And now they have to deal with this AWP that we've seen on long time and time again in the half. Twinkle's trying to get out of there. He's trying to buy himself some time. They're going to have to stick the bomb. It's back and forth. We're not sure who's got the kit and who hasn't. But one way or another, some way, somehow, the defuse comes in. And ex-TALON are forced. You are to talk this one over with a tactical timeout because they are on the brink of losing this map.
I was getting a bit careful there. I'm just sitting there with Forlex and I'm like, Forlex, mate, you got the kit. Stick to the defuse. Then they almost G2'd that. They almost G2'd it, okay?
They did. But at least they had someone going for the bomb. They didn't completely leave the bomb site.
Exactly. And at least they didn't lose the game because of it. But that was a really, really good retake. I was expecting it to be really scratchy. But Forlex, the rave machine, the party's still going. Gets a quick 2k, and it's 12-11 at the moment. And we could be going to a third map. And neither of us expected it to go to a third map, given how one-sided Mirage was. You know what the better part as well for ex-TALON is? They've kept the double AWP throughout the entire time. Well, actually, they bought it this time around, but, you know... Actually... No, they did buy it this time.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They did buy one. But again, it's the last round of the half, so... They have managed to keep at least one AWP alive for a significant period, which makes things easier. Hazard, he's been here before. He's played these games before. This time, though, he can't get 3. Only the 1. And again, that's not enough if you're the solo Bianca on Dust 2. They're trying to get into the site here, but Brace has got a full white monitor, and he's dancing in the flames. It's not quite panned out the way he wanted it to. Azaya is curious about this smoke. You could see he wants that M4, but he doesn't want to get time. The push comes through after the fake plant gets spotted in the B side. Azaya sticks his head up, his Addict all on his own is only good enough for 1. And we've got OT on our hands. Do not go anywhere. As we learned in the first best of 3, we don't do breaks for timeouts over here. You best be locked in because this one... this one's got more legs to it.
Just want a quick timeout. Now, I can say that retake there from ex-TALON, like, Brace, you can't rush in there like that. You know, you can't rush in there like that. You got to get the utility all set up before you get in, with the Molotovs and flashes and whatnot. He just put his team in a not a great scenario, and Unsettled Resentment were just hoping for that. And it just ruins all the good work that they did in getting that one map point in the first place. Zaya, well, they're announcing that they've taken long. And fortunately, it was just a Mirage. There was no Ghost. There was no player on long. Sprayed an entire clip into that smoke, thinking someone was there, given he was full blinded.
Well, the fact that they have Zaya in this position actually gives them a lot of options because you're preventing any information being gathered from ex-TALON. You know that ex-TALON cannot know that you're in long or not. You just need to keep Zaya alive for as long as possible. And then when you do have a player in that position, oh, he's got caught playing with his food, though. They're trying to shuffle around Util or something. And, well, ex-TALON, they break the smoke. They capitalize. And, well, they have the man advantage here to really be the first team to get on board in OT. Madness, he's had a very, very loud and noisy map. It's been a bit quiet the last 3 or 4 rounds, though. Only good enough for one here in round 25. And it's a 3 versus 3. They still have Sterling up on the AWP in prime position as well. But is the timing going to be on his side? Or is that devil on the shoulder going to whisper to him to move and look elsewhere? They tried to clear 1 for 1, 2 for 1. Somehow Reason finds the kill. But now they're going to dip. They're going to go towards B. Maybe they know that Brace is on A.
Do they have time? Like I said,
they do have time, but he needs to cross. If he doesn't get across, it's over.
I don't think it's. Oh, he just has enough time. He just has enough time.
Does Reason know?
He does.
Does Reason know he's crossed already?
Never mind. Doesn't need him anyway. I was getting worried because he was being very slow. He had 13 seconds when he just entered upper tunnel. So it's just like you can't actually look anywhere. You actually got to hit the side. Because he's on that weird between the 4-5 second twilight zone where you can plant the bomb. It's a weird one.
You are find a way to win after conceding first blood, and that has not been a common theme in this map. Usually those teams who are picking up first blood are ending up sealing the round win, but it gets a bit crazy this game in OT, especially at these stakes when you are in the lower bracket. 1 series loss and your hopes of making it all the way to Pro League are diminished.
Yep.
And right now it's UR with the upper hand. 1 map up, 1 round up, and a lot of map control once again in this one.
Brace with the AWP. Very, very, Brace doesn't get this much. He's going to say it's 10
Who peeks
standoff.
first?
Exactly. Brace is not... Oh, jeez. I was going to say Brace is not going to be the one that peaks first, but he does. Impatience gets the better of him. And 4X has got a
Big
death all the
info
time.
now, though.
Yeah, but can they really rotate to help 4X, though? That's the main question.
Well, I just don't think 4Lex needs to play this aggro. He just needs to be ready. Either you play retake here or you try and fight your way out of trouble, which is exactly what he's going to do now. He's not going to be ready for Madness to be playing the corner, I don't think, especially when he hears all these steps coming up long. Madness knows the timing's there for him. 4Lex has to reposition quickly. 4Lex has got his skates on as he finds 1, 2 from long, and suddenly this round's winnable. But blink and you miss it. 2 straight kills for the T side. Has flipped around on its head for the 5th time in the last 20 seconds.
Sterling, I think he might go for it.
I think you have to at this stage. If they're up 13-12, it may be a different story, but they're not. Sterling has to peek, and oh, it was so close. Just past the ear of Madness. And he seals it. 14-12 now. Don't forget, it is 1st to 16. 1 round left of this half. We're going to get the second half. Both sides are going to switch. But the key part is, Josh, you need to get to 16 quicker than your opponent. And, well, you do the math here. You are way closer.
I gotta say, it's gonna be very annoying there for ex-TALON, in particular for Sterling there. They just had, funnily enough, a really good setup there, Unsettled Resentment, because Sterling would see both players at the same time. He doesn't have a rifle. We had a bunch of rifles below him, but they're going to hear that noise of him chucking an AWP or see literally the AWP fly through and will turn and delete him. I gotta say, 4Lex did a very good job. That 3K was immense. I can't believe he got 3 kills out of that because he shouldn't have got any. He was caught. He Houdini'd his way and just went, just got those skates on and just skated past and it was just drive-bying everyone. Even those heroics, though, couldn't win the round, which is very unfortunate for poor 4Lex. But ex-TALON making a game of it, and that's what we like to see. I'm gonna say that's an early nade being thrown by Reason. I gotta say, I don't think anyone can get that close very quickly, so maybe he's trying to throw a smoke instead or something like that. I'm not totally too sure. Because that's a very odd HE to throw.
Well, you can see Hazard really wants to try and take tunnels here, but some util back and forth, and Sterling being the first one to drop. That's one of the worst players to lose if you're ex-TALON. And, well, you are on the cusp of securing a 3-0 first half on OT. They've got 2 players on B here, ex-TALON. Hazard gets 1. Brace can find 1 as well. He needs to find a couple more, though, as his team are in a 3 versus 2. Make it 3v1. Brace understands he needs to try and buy time for his teammates to rotate through. Madness deals with it now, though, understanding the situation.
Madness is going to get the bomb as well. The bomb's lost a window. He needs to recover the bomb. And Madness is just hoping that they both pop through doors and whatnot, but are not there. Addict. He's seen the player now. Easy shot. And that should be 13-14. At least Talon recover around at least ex-TALON going into that second half, because they, if they get 3 T rounds, they win this. And we're gonna go to a quick.
No, we're not.
Exactly. No breaks. No breaks on this train. It's OT forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe we can, as we said earlier, maybe we can discuss a 30-second break if we end up in 10 OTs.
No
I mean, it
breaks.
wouldn't be the first time we go that deep into a Dust 2, Josh.
No,
We've played these games before.
no negotiations, just OT. T-side on ex-TALON. ex-TALON, they did pretty well. They got 7 rounds for T-side. So, looking a bit more positive. But they hit into the sight of Madness and Afufu, and these guys have been pretty good, and Afufu's got a perfect weapon to take out people just filing in, which is the good old Org. Madness gets 1, gets 2, can he get a 3? Brace can't trade out, but the Org is just churning through. Now Sterling and Addict are going to go in as well. Sterling's taking care of Afufu, so I played that 1v1 duel, but Addict gets the upper as well. The 2 Kiwis are in the sight. Addict picks up the bomb, just like most of the Kiwi rugby stars pick up the rugby ball, and gets the bomb planted safe. Reason's been hurt as well, so they know one player's really, really close, and here comes a 2v3 for the New Zealanders.
There's so much util to play with here. Look, they molly window again. They've smoked doors as well again. Time's ticking. Yes, they got kits, but Addict's going to say, no, I'm not waiting for them. I'm going to take the round to them. He peaks, but 2 players both for ex-TALON on low HP. 18 HP and 17 HP between them. They're 1 bullet away from dying, but Sterling will peak, and, well, you've got to say, Addict, that's a brave play in window there, Josh. If that goes wrong, we're sitting here pulling our hairs out, wondering why on earth he peaked. But it's a big risk, but big reward play, and it works this time.
I gotta say, he had to do that. 2v3. Everyone criticizes people for this, including, I remember this Liege post in particular, so I'm criticizing Liege for this. But if you're a man down in holding a bomb site, and you're both low HP, you need to go aggressive and get the kill. You need to make it a 2v2, or anything like that. And I think Addict make the right play there. Even though people still criticize it, it's the right play. He's got to go aggro. He's got to, cull the numbers down as much as he can. Because if he dies, well, they weren't going to win the round anyway. But if he gets 2k, they can win the round. And you can see here, Unsettled Resentment. They quick the timeout. They want to talk about it because ex-TALON, well, they're starting to get over the line. And also,
we consider the fact that it's a 7-5 T side for both teams as well. The 2-1 on T side that has been set by UR has, solidified that saying even more, hasn't it? So ex-TALON really could do with picking up this round, otherwise it's going to be another UR map point.
Yep. Also going to say overall, the 2 Kiwis combining very, very well there, Sterling and Addict. And they're going to go straight up for a B split, actually straight up contact. In fact, they're making a lot of noise,
quick.
But they have no one in mid. Brace has seen a player in middle as well, so Fufu is going to look for anti-flash because he knows it's going to be flash because he's been seen. Madness on the window as well. They've got very passive positions to hold B. Reason just hoping. Oh, jeez, Addict's even one-tap Twinkle going for the flank as well. Oh, that's a beautiful one-tap as our observer highlights. Addict's got number 2. There's no help. There's no one saving you. It's just Addict. And they can just sit out B all day, but they have to play aggro here on Settle Resentment. They got no choice. Addict spots a Fufu. 1-for-1. And Addict, he's leaving no prisoners. Get in my belly, says Addict. Molotov doesn't land, and Zaya, He's gonna be scared. He's actually afraid of Addict. He's like aiming for Addict. He's like, he's here somewhere. Addict going for the ace.
He wants
Big
it.
tag it. Oh. Azza gives map point to ex-TALON again. The second map point coming in. Addict is just a man unleashed. He gets to 30k on the board as well. He was just possessed, man.
You consider the fact that when we checked the scoreboard earlier, he was on 130 ping. He's a demon. He's an absolute demon.
Yeah. All he needs is get 3 kills here, and he can be top fragger on the server as well. And they would win. Going for a long. God, this is a big one. It's all about long now. Big, broad, long. Twinkle's got one. There's a trades coming in. They're not, and it's just an absolute demolishment. And ex-TALON again. The anticlimax on having a map point. However, it's still the duo, the New Zealand duo, the Kiwi duo. 2v5. I don't think I've ever seen a 2v5 converted on map point. What about UX? We've seen a 3v5.
I can't think of too many. I mean, was the Falcons blowout of the major 2v5?
That was a 3v5 with Breno, and Falcons were on map point, not ex-TALON, not MIBR.
Yeah, true.
Yep. I love that. Breno.
They need to get a move on though, really, because they have UR in positions where are actually really good in a sense. They can take this 2v2 on B, and then they have a 2v3, which we saw them connect with earlier on. So, yeah, they just need to deal with this 2B players and this long AWP, which is going to make things a bit awkward.
I think they heard the
You
steps.
can see that,
Yeah, they heard Reason stepping.
No.
But they got to get a move on, as you said. Because they don't have time. Reason can just do this all day. He knows the bomb's there too. They get a road. Yeah, this round's over. B players moving in towards backyard. They can't get to the B side.
They got to move.
Yep, and they're going to be cut off right here. Or Twinkle. That's round over. 15-15, another set of OTs, and we're going to have no breaks here. Twinkle with a big flank. Is ex-TALON they're just laggards there. They had to just go in full pedal after they lost their 3 players, or at least at 30 seconds or 40 seconds, because unsettled resentment, if they spot 2 of you, they're going to start, trying to circle around. They've got all the information they need to just basically cut you all off.
Yeah, and the kill death ratio for Madness right now has really slowed down. It's not terrible. As we said, 1 point he was 24 kills, 10 deaths, which I mean by my maths tells me he's now 8 and 10 ever since that moment. Which again is not terrible. It's just nowhere near at the ratio that it was at when UR were winning rounds consistently. So yeah, keep an eye on that one. One thing that we are sure of though is Addict has pretty much been consistent this whole way through, with 30 rounds deep, 31 in this round. And well, it doesn't look like TALON are ready to wave this white flag just yet. Don't forget, loser of this series is out.
Exactly. And they don't want to lose anytime soon. They're never quitting at the moment, especially Addict. He's just dragging his team over the line. And Addict's playing on 130 MS, mind you, okay? And this is why I'm surprised that none of these teams are checking out Addict, especially with FlyQuest. I was expecting FlyQuest to pick up Addict potentially as well, because Addict can play all of Liaz's positions. A younger player, but, when you get JKS and need a veteran, a bit hard. But, Addict's up there with composure as well. They need a really composed player in these clutches. And Addict's definitely hit through of the org. If he doesn't scope in, it's going to be very hard to aim. And this is not looking good at all. In fact, it's just looking like a copy of the other round. Sterling with a quick... Does he get it? He doesn't get it. Addict's chained down. Sterling, oh jeez. That... Fufu should finish it off. Yeah, he does. 16-15.
Well, let's not forget, UR picked up the first 2 rounds of the first OT. And yet, we're still here in OT2. So, ex-TALON, okay, they're now starting on the T side. They would love to finish this off 2-1 at this stage, because as we've seen, both teams have gone 2-1 in OT1. Which obviously means the significance of this round could be bigger than what it would seem.
Like I said, his B-side hits that they usually do, and they usually have a successful one. And not so successful at the moment. Oh, geez, Unsettled Resentment. They didn't expect a B hit again, and Madness, he's going to be taken out here. They're all actually locked out. They've been bamboozled. You know, they get let out by a fake fire alarm, and the Fufu's just like, huh? What's going on? And the ex-Talon boys have moved in. B-side's now theirs. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
The HE grenade blows
so
up
much.
the smoke and it gets re-smoked just like that. That's just unfortunate. No entry for Unsettled Resentment there. And Addict's even got the backstab.
Yeah, it's just so much utility preventing them to come into the site. And if you think about flanking, well, Addict's there to stop it happening. So yeah, fantastic round. You are just disrespecting, maybe gambling on the read a bit too much. On the fact that ex-Talon would not go to B after it being pretty disastrous in the last round. But that's where you sometimes want to go to a site the most. When it hasn't been working, you know the opponent is never expecting you to go there again. And that's sometimes the best way to put it out. But again, it's funny, right? Hindsight is very funny because if ex-Talon lose that round and, you know, they get obliterated going out on B again, we're sat here saying, why are they going to B again? Why aren't they trying something else? So, yeah, it's one of those. They're going to live and die by the sword, ex-Talon, and I respect them for it.
I gotta say, you can't really give Addict a kill either, because Addict gets that first kill on the flank, you know, an easy kill there. And then he goes down, charges down mid, and kills 2 other people as well. He everyone's trying to save, and Addict's just killing him. He's just like, yeah, you're not saving, come back here. Like, he chased down those last 2 players.
Yeah.
16-16. This is like a is it really a slog? You know, mud wrestling, I guess. I'm not sure. Sumo wrestling.
Well, I think the key part of this round is if ex-Talon win 2-1, it's like, well, yeah, they've been doing it. Both teams have been doing a 2-1 T side. Whereas if you are win this round, it's like, oh, someone's actually won 2 CT rounds in the half of OT now, and oh, what a way to start. You are find themselves 2 men up in round number 3 as they look to try and be the first team in this series so far to win 2 CT rounds in OT. Afufu just continues to peak. Madness helping him out. And this round has just felt over as soon as it started, Josh. And this will be, I have no doubt, you are going 17-16 on CT.
Stanley gets the first. Bombs dropped in middle as well, by the way, so it's going to be very hard to cover that. HE thrown in. Sterling takes a little point of chip damage, not too much. Another HE been thrown in, and Sterling takes a bit more. He's got Zyra.
Oh, he has the AWP.
Yep.
As long as they know they're in positions where they can just double peek, you can't lose unless your PC turns off. It's that simple. There you go. They're just going to continue to swing the AWP that can only fire 1 bullet at a time. It's 17-16 to UR. A team finally finds the breakthrough, winning 2 rounds on CT. Both these teams, again, if you're just joining us, went 7-5 on T side in regulation, 2-1 on T side in OT, and that, well, that must be the breakthrough at this point.
I was going to say, with ex-Talon there, Sterling, I guess, they almost had that. Zyra went out by himself, and I was a bit surprised that Zyra tried to do that. But Sterling had no hope, but it would have been funny if he got that shot there, because that would have brought a bit more panic. Now Hazza, going to throw that smoke there. He's not going to test the AWP on that angle. Down the CT side, obviously it was 5-7 in the opposite direction, and next Talon got to get 2 rounds at least. Unsettled Resentment, 1 round. And previously, on the previous OT, ex-Talon won this round, and then won the following round. Will it be different this time around, as Wick said? Brace got a good position here. Oh, Reason still wins the duel, though. He was expecting a player to be that close. Fulex. HE been thrown in. Would expect Fulex to be this close. Oh, geez, Fulex could get the kill, does get the kill. No trade potential. That's really...
It's rare.
Yeah. Because... it's just so odd that there was no person there. And still, he's going to take it an inkling that they could be long, and he'd be right. Takes down a Fufu. Now he's going to adjust. Because, yeah, I'm such a lapse in judgment from Unsettled Resentment to not have a person for reason just in case he gets pushed.
Madness
Addict.
low. Good position. Addict
Okay.
reads the position to perfection. And this is looking really good. This is exactly what the CTs needed to get things going here. 17-16 your scoreline, folks. Don't forget this is first to 19. Zaya finding the bomb plant. 2 versus 4. AWP holding short. They're going to try and triple swing, but they're a little bit attentive. They're not too sure when they want to swing, when or if they're even going to swing. Are they going to wait for the long player to come through and then peek as one? Firing, raining down. Sterling's AK continues to find heads thanks to the little distraction on long. Bullets were flying all over the place on the site is what I wanted to say. Hazza will secure the defuse and get this one tied up, but that, as I was saying, is exactly what ex-TALON needed to answer back to the 2-1 CT-sided win for UR. And ex-TALON, despite all the environmental issues that they've got in server right now, despite Madness dropping 34 frags,
Exactly.
Twinkle's catching up with 27, Josh. I mean, ex-TALON are doing very well to scrap in this one and keep this one close.
Yeah, definitely as well. I'm going to say, Hazard and Sterling, good work there as well. Fortunately, Sterling has an AK near him, able to exchange it. I'm going to say, ex-TALON aren't going away, and Unsettled Resentment, that resentment's starting to build, okay? Starting to become a bit unsettled. They might be a bit accurate here. HE being thrown in. They're going to clear out lower tunnels, aren't they? Sazza looking for it. It's found him. There we go. Puts his head against the wall. Freeze and trying to trade back. He ain't going to trade back. Addict's going to gobble him up. Sterling's actually taking out the Madness, trying to rush out towards B. And this is all beginning to fall apart for Unsettled Resentment. The resentment's turning into frustration. Could be a team ace going on here. Yeah, it could be. If Folex gets his pick, it's a team ace.
And mentally, Sterling's going to feel good about that one, because let's not forget, the majority of CT sides, Sterling was losing that opening duel to Madness over on B. So the fact that Sterling wins it this time round, when it matters most, that's going to make him feel good. ex-TALON just one kill away here from finding a lead, which feels like they haven't had in a long time.
Yep, another map point as well, funnily enough. The third map point if they win this round. And there's a monitor in there. So this is the raid emote I was talking about with Folex.
Well, Tinkle can go for this, because regardless of the outcome of this round, they can get the AWP out onto Zaya if that's what they want regardless. Zaya can drop over an AK, but there you go. Addict seals it.
He's going for the BM as well, spraying the body.
Oh, they might have another map to play here. So, yeah.
Deja vu, mate. We've been here again. We've been here before. What's the definition of a Madness Wix? Is it just one map point, ex-TALON over and over again? The flat circle, mate.
Do you have, like, a Draymond Green in Australia? Like a Draymond Green player? The guy that always just talks smack in games on server?
Yeah, it's Foggers. Hey, Foggers, I know you're watching. Foggers, Malta, Brace as well. Brace, very good. And there's also John, which is Falcon. He's also very good banter as well. Yeah. But I think Brace in particular, oh, Zaya. This is oh, geez, Addict, that's very risky. Zaya legs Addict in the end. Tinkle, well, he's trapped in long. Funnily enough, ex-TALON don't elect to go aggressive on towards long there. Twinkle's gonna get long for free, and he's not trusting it. I wouldn't trust it either, to be honest. Like, you know, long, completely empty from ex-TALON. Yeah, I don't trust that either. Hazard pushing through. Burning on the Molotov is Brace, and they're just going to rush long, I reckon. And that's going to be up to Folex to try and do anything here because he knows they're coming towards him. Smoke balloons. Folex has got an angle here as well. and they're suspecting an end on long. Are they going to find out that that over-rotation is going to be a bit too much?
Well, you aren't sure. They would have pushed this bomb out to long already if they were 100% sure in finishing on A here, but they're actually going to opt otherwise. They've had a Fufu holding the tunnels push, so they know that they haven't even flashed in to tunnels yet, and ex-TALON don't have any control. The longer this takes, though,
cleared short.
yeah, the longer
So they know
this
it's gonna be hit.
takes, ex-TALON clear more on the map. And, well, at this point, ex-TALON know it's either long or it's coming out B. Sterling's ready.
Beautiful shot. Ty coming with the flank as well. Oh, beautiful. They've got into the site. They've taken care of Hazard as well. The double orb's not going to help him. Brace coming in from behind. He's got one. Takes out Reason. Can he get another? Twinkle just staying away from it. The way Brace gets a second as well. Might be able to get to the car players. Takes out Madness and Brace. Let's get the second map for ex-TALON. And finally, the OTs end. And finally, it's the third time lucky that ex-TALON can convert a map point. Looking forward to map number 3 weeks. Or we're going to get like quintuple overtime this time.
I don't know. This game is so back and forth.
Welcome back, guys, to ESL Pro League, Season 22. We've had enough of these warm-ups. Or have we? I'm not sure. These seem to be very, very interesting pistol rounds, okay?
Everyone has way too much money right now.
Nah,
We are
you know
still
what?
in warm-up. We're good.
We're too tired, okay? You know, the rules have got all loopy. Out the window, no pistol rounds anymore. Must be a beta client of CS2. The new system, there's no pistol rounds anymore. Good luck, everyone. I gotta say, a lot of typing in chat there. I think everyone's saying good luck, have fun.
Have fun, have fun, have fun.
Yep. You wouldn't see
I'm
that
a
in
have fun
CCS.
kind of guy. I'm not a GLHF. Why would you want to wish your opponent luck? Yeah, have fun. That's it. I don't wish my opponents luck. I want that for me.
Exactly. I've actually aggressed towards middle here. If Fufu gets the first, and I'm gonna say this is gonna hurt a lot. Haven't got a trade out yet. 4X does trade out, take down Zaya. Gets his other 4X. The Rave Machine's on. I thought there was a curfew in Sydney at 2 AM, but doesn't seem like it at the moment with 4X recovering the bomb as well. And Twinkie goes down to 4X as well. 4X is on a free at the moment. Might get a 4th here. A Fufu trying to keep that bomb in check, but I don't think they've got the manpower to do it anymore. Manus has still got the dualies though, so dualies work very well in close combat. Fufu. We're just going to see both of them, so 4X is going to fake out. Molotov keep throwing in, so 4X is going to have to go for real this time. Brace is going to try and cover 4X, but that's going to be very difficult to do. And Madness cleans out 4X, and he knows Brace is around here somewhere. Brace trying to secure this, that's not going to happen. Madness just first bullet of the dualies as well, ends Brace. First round on the board for Unsettled Resentment. I was going to say 4X was turning that round on his head there for a bit.
That's good, and as we spoke about, ex-TALON have won 3 out of the 4 pistols in the last 2 officials that they've played on this map. One of them being most recently today, so that's a good start. They're now 3 and 5 on pistols. You find themselves with the CT pistol round win as well, but they need to capitalize because it's way worse to win pistol and then lose second round as a CT than it is on T. Hazard is trying to get up close and personal with the Tech 9. Galil from 4X coming through to trade out, surely. That's the B side taken. Reason not really able to do much more to stop this plant going down. But it's a 3 versus 2, and most of this series so far, Josh, the team with the most players left has been the ones winning.
That 4X on that impossible hold. Yeah, we're going to peek here. 4X has got 1, can make it work, but can't isolate those last 2 duels, and I guess ex-TALON with a plant. And I was a bit going to question that force buy in particular, because I'm like, Tech 9 buys when you didn't get a plant. But hey, they get a bomb plant at least. I think that's the main benefit there, that they do get a bomb plant. And if they really want to go for it, they can go for it in this sort of round here, because a Fufu and Madness, I guess they have a bit more utility, so you could probably say maybe not go for a force buy this round.
They're going.
They're going for it though.
Or at least it's a hero at least. Forlex is feeling it right now. He's got 5 kills in 2 rounds, so he wants to get that AK out. He wants to basically capitalize on the nice little streak that he's on currently. So yeah, I don't hate it by any means. I mean, as long as he gets a kill, 2 kills, he probably has enough money for a Galil next round anyway. So let's see what ex-TALON can do. But yeah, as I touched on and as we spoke about in that break, only 2 clutches in total came through on Dust 2, despite us going to a double OT. So yeah, it's just seeing both teams really capitalizing on them being a man up, a man to the good, and trading out successfully. More so You have very much heavily relied on team TS, whereas ex-TALON have relied on individuality. And right now, well, it's 3v3, all square. They get the B site once again, ex-TALON, without losing too much. But it's about the post plants that they need to hold. They got a double flank coming through. This Molly, well, ready to clear out new box for these 2 banana players, but are they going to be ready for Brace to be so close? Flashbang goes through. Reason trying to really work out where these 3 players are, but they're all playing towards Church, and this has worked out perfectly for the T's so far. Time's ticking. Brace is up behind. Does get one quickly traded out, but the bomb defuse comes through. They couldn't stop it, and not only that, they lose every single player as well.
Bit of an anticlimactic situation there, but I'm gonna say, Unsettled Resentment hid that defuse so well. Like, they barely heard that defuse sound of all the flashes and all the smokes and all the HEs just flying around. ex-TALON. Well, they're going to buy up again because their loss bonus gets even higher. And they can do so now as well. They've had so many opportunities and 2 of them just gone begging here. And I gotta say, this B site is very, very weak. And once again, Unsettled Resentment are not putting the 3rd player. In fact, at least the rotator's going in early now this time. Brace expecting the AWP on the line, but doesn't get it. I gotta say, Unsettled Resentment, I'm a bit afraid of their CT side, especially on the B hold. At least they've got 3 rounds out of it, but their B holds are quite diabolical. Because ex-TALON's been able to secure banana and get to top banana to basically nothing.
Yeah, ex-TALON have done well to get the respect on banana early, because you can see are not happy about fighting for it, and they're losing the fights because they're not confident in taking banana right now, and they're constantly having to play B retake simulator right now. They may as well be on a retake server, as Reason can't do anything with his MP9. ex-TALON once again for the 3rd round in a row.
They've got to save at this point. I'm not sure why they're going for this.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even much value in finding some exit frags here because, yeah, you go 1 for 1, but it's still 3 players surviving for ex-TALON. They're going to be able to drop. And as you mentioned, just don't have money to lose at this stage. And, well, they're going to be relying heavily on Zaya to really gather the troops here in round 5 that's to come.
Yep, I gotta say, ex-TALON recognizing that B site's a wizard sleeve at the moment. Because that's I gotta say, Unsettled Resentment, they've got to fight for B now. Because ex-TALON are getting so much banana presence in about the first 20 seconds, but no damage. There's no utility being thrown at them. No mollies, hitting. No HEs hitting. You gotta do the smoke that what you can do. You can throw a smoke from CT spawn to mid banana. They gotta start doing that. Like basically, I think it was a few of the Mongolian teams do it as well.
You can do it from T spawn. I don't know about CT.
No,
I know you have the insta from CT for bottom banana.
Yep. Oh, that's what I meant by mid banana, bottom banana one. That smoke.
Yeah.
That smoke in particular.
I think it used to be referred to as ROBS, I think.
Yep. Robs does everything, doesn't he?
Well, he was a beast at the start of this game. He was just finding a new smoke or something every single day.
Man, as he knows the player that's coming for him.
Especially when Valve were slowly rolling out CS2 to people as well. He was gathering information for those that weren't able to play the game yet.
Mm-hmm.
So ROPS, there's a lot of things just called ROPS now in Counter-Strike.
It's like Get Right. It's always something called Get Right in every map.
Guardian has a couple, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Does Nico have a couple?
Guardian. Olaf has a couple.
Olaf has the infamous one as well.
Overpass.
Exactly. We've actually got a flank on it here as well. Twinkle just biding their time, and every second that ticks is against ex-TALON. And the stack in this
Yeah,
B
you
bomb
all
site.
know the position of Twinkle. They know that it has to be B, and they're going to see the smokes. That's going to make it 100% guaranteed it's coming B. You are ready for this, and this would be a disaster for ex-TALON if they aren't to win this round. Oh dear, Sterling misses the molly. I'm not too sure how, but the flank's got an opening to really turn back here. 20 seconds left. If they want to leave, they have to leave now, but Brace is not feeling too confident about it. Doesn't want to turn his back, and he's right to not do so. Has to fight his way out of trouble. Sterling's left at a 1v2 with 15 seconds left. He needs to get a move on. The trades are set up, though. You are ready. Oh, no. They didn't realise the bomb's been dropped. They're trying to play the clock. Sterling needs to get this bomb down, and I don't think you are going to allow it. Sterling even steps after faking the plant. They're going to go for the kill, and Sterling is going to be left with barely any money.
I think you just have to flick the switch and go in there, ex-TALON. The delay, like, you know, as soon as it's after 40 seconds, you just have to just go in, okay? You have to fully go into the site, start executing, because every single part of map control you don't have is something the CTs are going to discover eventually, because they're going to go exploring and trying to find out where you're going. And ex-TALON let
started to unravel when Sterling missed the molly. I think that's the worst molly to miss as well. He just, everyone's done it at some point. You just, for some reason, forget to jump, or you don't jump. And yeah, it's just a loss of focus. Everyone does it. Every single player does it. It's just, unfortunately, one of the worst times to do it, because it pretty much prevented ex-TALON from pushing in further and had them stuck in a bit of a chokehold. That being said, though, it's Twinkle who's stuck in the chokehold in Boiler here. A nice pick, an early pick towards A found now for ex-TALON. That's going to be the first time they've really applied pressure onto A early so far. It's mostly been the banana show.
Yep.
Zaya right now would really love to try and get things back to even Stevens. They're going to double swing for it. Brace not expecting the swing to come through the door. Zaya with the M4 making it happen for the CTs, and he gives his team the man advantage.
Yep. Also, I was going to say as well, you know, unfortunately Twinkle gave away his position with that flash being thrown over. And fortunately, Fullx actually ducked to make sure the flash didn't hit him. But they got that early information to pre-fire his angle at Boiler at least, because he was completely unaware that someone was nearby. Now it's just Madness on top of Oranges. This is one of the best positions to defend as a one and done, because none of the players will ever look up at top Oranges. They'll always look at bottom Oranges first and then towards Coffins. And the MP9's a quick fire rate, smoke goes out. Oh, he definitely stuffs that one up in particular, still gets a kill at least, and that's the main thing in particular. Fullx, Madness, great work in the end, great recovery. Might get a second here, nah, the Fufu denies Sterling. It'll be a 5th round on the board for Unsettled Resentment. And I'm going to say that second round, well, that 5th round fumble by ex-TALON is hurting them more and more now.
Well, yeah, now the bomb plants have stopped coming in. The money's not going to be there for them here in round 7. Half buy coming in. That being said, we have seen quite a few round wins coming out with Tech 9 armor buys from the AU scene so far today. So don't write them out here. That being said, you much preferring to be in UR shoes right now. Addict trying to pre-fire the Molotov is actually going to find both B players. And it's just rinse and repeat all of a sudden. Banana being lost, B being lost, and UR find themselves again on a retake server.
This is deja vu. The same thing happened. They get in the Nomads and Kalito game. The player at CT got Kobe'd again. And then the both players died at the exact same time. Tech9's coming in, but it looks like it's just a winner for Unsettled Resentment. And now Sterling's going to have to try and win a 1v3, and that's going to be not doable at all. But he gets one, but traded up by Reason, and Unsettled Resentment somehow find a way back into B. This is the 3rd time they've retaken B. And B's meant to be a hard site to retake.
And here we go. If ex-TALON ever wanted a round, Josh, it's now. This is starting to feel a little bit too similar to map 1, where UR just ran away with the game. because ex-TALON were unable to really win rounds. Like, they're getting frags here. They're certainly not lacking in frags right now. That's the good thing. The bad thing is they can't convert the frags into round wins. And that's exactly why the proportion or the ratio of rounds to kills right now is a bit unbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, excluding Madness, the kills are extremely close. And I don't think that is anywhere near enough of a kills deficit to warrant a 6-1 scoreline, but here we
Definitely
are.
not. Stats are always deceiving sometimes. Flash in, Brace walks past Madness, and Madness will get opening kill. Unfortunately, Brace is completely blinded. It's gonna be an A pop here. Zaya goes off the angle, does get a kill at least on Hazard. This is looking anticlimactic at the moment for ex-TALON. And given the stats on like Clutches 1, never mind, Addict's taking on a Fufu. And generally when Addict gets a kill, he gets another. So Madness has got a big job here.
They know Madness is the Bianca and he's still alive. That's the problem. Like, it doesn't matter how much Reason tries to sell the fact that no one's on B with the desperation spray through the smoke. They know Madness is still alive. They're not going to fall for it. And now they have to try and find out where Twinkle is. So much to clear when you aren't pushing this through apps and splitting the site. When you're all running up short, you have to kind of clear site first and then hope that no one's in pit. Unfortunately, the hopes were not answered. The prayers weren't answered. And it's Twinkle finding a really nice 3k spray down from pit here to force a 7-1 lead on CT.
Brazil.
And, well, I'm not going to sit here and criticize the veto, because I think the veto actually ended up panning out a bit fairer than what it should be. I mean, ex-TALON win their map pick, and here we are on map 3, but I did expect...
It's just been a few critical fumbles. It's like not the scoreline's like really deceptive. There's been just a few critical fumbles from ex-TALON.
You're right,
and,
yeah. You are.
And Unsettled Resentment, like pick up the ball and just run it in. And like ex-TALON are just beating themselves. Like they're like Unsettled Resentment aren't doing anything in particular to win the round. It's just ex-TALON are just tripping over themselves, and you know, they fall right in front of Unsettled Resentment, and just like, okay, that's easy enough.
I think the perfect sentence for it, Josh, is like, we've seen how easy ex-TALON have consistently been able to take B. That team who are allowing B to be taken as bad as what you are have done should not be 7-1 up right now.
Exactly. Brace, he's in. And Fufu's been tagged up as well, and he's gonna have to run. He can't, and we might re-aggress this, and that's probably not a good idea to re-aggress, because Brace is just sitting there on coffins, and this is a safe call. And yeah, like, you know...
Yeah, four players, sorry, in one-tap range, but they don't know that. You are just going to play the percentages here, play the money, because they can concede rounds at this point. They've already confirmed the first half win. They can give ex-TALON a round, no problem, but... They should I really do advise them here to use this time wisely. Instead of a timeout, just use this bomb timer whilst you're saving to really work out how you're going to fix B. It doesn't matter at this stage for me if they're going to commit 4 guys to Banana. I mean, you've got the AWP up on Zaya. You can trust Zaya to hold a mid-rush at the start of the round. You can commit an extra body to Banana, some extra util, double mollies for close and short, double HEs, a deep smoke. You can take Banana control. And it's not like Zaya is not an unreliable AWP. He has the ability to stay alive one way or another on the A site for the first 20-30 seconds of the round. So yeah, you really do need to come up with how to stop this B site, because in the long run, Josh, I mean, this goes without saying, obviously, but to just make it a bit more clear, they can't afford to keep losing B site and relying on the retakes. Exactly,
and B site retake is like less than, like, I think it's like 15%, 10%. I mean, the fact this game, Unsettled Resentment, have retaken it at least 50% of the time is a big outlier. Maybe I should ask Vu, because I was trying to DM Vu in particular at this point, because he's got all the stats on it. And I do know it's below 20%, like the retake success rate. And the fact that they've had a 50% success rate, it's a lot. Madison and Fufu, like, they were great on Dust 2B, great on Mirage B as well, because they were the two players defending it, but absolutely terrible on Inferno B. And it's really unlike them in particular, because they work off each other so well. But they just suck on B.
They want to retake. They want to retake Banana. But the XX coming before they even have the opportunity. A Fufu's hiding in oranges. And some way, somehow, the B site is holding. It's a bit unorthodox. The trades are coming through. Are they going to clear out a Fufu who still sits in oranges? Better late than never. But Sterling now in a 1 versus 2 has an opportunity to get this bomb down since those two A site players are rotating. But still, it's ex-TALON planting on this B site.
At least they've got the number advantage. That's the main thing in particular. Sterling might have to play aggressive. That's why they're checking Cathedral, because Sterling does have to play aggressive here. I think they spotted it. Oh, he didn't spot his shoulder.
That is unbelievable timing. And Sterling now, it's too good. He might be thinking that one player's coming from Banana. Maybe he hears the steps, though. There you go. First person. He knows the last player's on default. All he had to do was wait for the tap. He tried to take matters into his own hands.
He can't find the bomb.
He can't even find the bomb. What is going on? He's trying to find it.
I don't think he's got time. It's over. He's lost the round because he couldn't find the bomb. Oh, just!
Oh!
I thought he had no time. I thought it was like, 6 seconds left. But yeah, if he got it like 0.1 of a second. Jeez, that round almost fumbled away by Unsettled Resentment there. But I'm going to say Sterling is going to be not happy about that because he re-peaked. And one of those re-peaks you don't need to do at that stage. You can play time. He has to come to you in that, fight.
Well, yeah, when he sees the fact it's that close because Zaya could not find the bomb, he's going to be sat there wishing he just delayed another 0.5 seconds because that's the difference in that defuse.
Mm-hmm. So Brace getting into his advanced positions and Unsettled Resentment not checking them after he gets into them, they're punishing him a lot. Like that B-side take in particular, like Brace was one of the main proponents of it. They're going to go for an A hit. Now it's testing out Reason and the others on the A site, who've been pretty reliable. Like I said, with Unsettled Resentment, I think the composure in these horrible situations have been giving him a lot. Oh, geez, that's an interesting one. Has of the boost. Oh, geez, they're just... Like, with all these duels that ex-TALON are winning, like, taking sites like this, you're going to be wondering, how the F aren't they leading? Like, with some of these takes they've been doing here. And you just got to say, Unsettled Resentment, their tenacity and their just confidence in being able to take these losing situations has been huge here.
Come on, Josh, it's our last map. You could drop an F-bomb.
I'm not dropping it. Okay? Third round on the board for ex-TALON, but I gotta say, like, the scoreboard's not really, like, Unsettled Resentment are undeservedly on 8 rounds at the moment, because ex-TALON keep fumbling the ball.
Yeah, you go back, you look at how many rounds for UR have been won via defusals, it's just way too much for Inferno. Like, okay, I wouldn't be as surprised if it's a map like Ancient, which is super in favor of the retake.
Mm-hmm.
Inferno's the opposite. Like, if you are set up on a site with a bomb down and you have everyone holding your angles with a little bit of util, don't even need that much, it's extremely difficult for the CTs to get back in, especially at tier 1 level. So, yeah, I hope ex-TALON just aren't thinking too much about that. You do get frustrated, when you're losing rounds that you should never be losing. And especially when it's happening over and over again, you just need to find a way to, I don't know, make that slight adjustment and reset mentally as Reason gets flashbanged. But now Brace can really be a bit of a nuisance here. He's going to find out it's on pistols. It's a really awkward buy for UR, and that information is going to be relayed across. Warlex is going to use that as his opportunity to go. They're trading out in short. The M4, the hero M4 over on A, has been lost, and now it's a 4 versus 2 again. You are in a retake position, but this time it's looking like ex-TALON are going to hold on to the bomb site once again.
That was a terrible motor smoke. I think tiredness and fatigue setting in for both teams here. Madness charging in, gets one, has an instant trade, and 8-4 at the half. And we're going to go to a quick break. Come back on the second half here. It's going to be an absolute banger. X-Town will probably claw back. Let's go. Welcome back, guys, to the ESL Pro League 22 close qualifier in the Asia region. Loser of this will go out. Third map. All cards on the table. ex-TALON had a pretty dominant T side on bomb plant wise, but not on the scoreboard. Outside of Resentment, great retake simulator as well, putting 8 on the board, and I guess this was a lot closer than the scoreboard indicates.
Well, yeah, I mean, only one player for you are in double digits, and right now it's the same story for ex-TALON.
Yeah.
As kills go, as we touched on earlier, you know, it's not that big of a difference. It's just you are retaking sites, which we didn't see a lot on Dust 2. Here we go. Moto Smoke goes down. A site has been taken, and once again, it's another Inferno retake. Madness in a really good position. Keep an eye on that as well. He's pretty much shutting off the hold of Short being in this position. So ex-TALON are forced at this stage to only be able to retake from Moto or Apps, and they also have a player in pit as well. So a good position taken up here by the T side, but is it once again another CT retake? Manus decides to try and start his flank, and there you go. That's the nail in the coffin. It's 2 pistols, 1 after 2 pistol rounds of asking for UR, and that is the recipe for success, or certainly putting you one step in the right direction to success.
Definitely as well, another pistol round for unsettled resentment. And obviously ex-TALON, I think, yeah, I gotta say, you gotta force in this situation here, because I know you can get a couple of buys here and there, but the scoreboard's becoming, you know, a bit of a giant in front of them at the moment, becoming a bit of a mountain. Brace, he's just gonna ignore that. MP9 goes in. They might get a kill there, but unfortunately didn't. They're getting a lot of damage though. Hazard might be able to finish it off, not unable to finish it off at the moment. And it's gonna be a Molotov and a smoke thrown down. Oh geez, Hazard, great intuition. Just recognizing that the Molotov is coming through. He escapes with the MP9. Reason. Checking through boiler at the moment. 4legs just waiting on the edge of the Molotov. Given that Brace went really aggressive, I'm surprised. Yeah, never mind. 4legs does swing, but he misses.
Yeah, it's a good idea to try and retake bracket control. Get your MP9s up close and personal, and hopefully you've blinded a player, but unfortunately it was the worst time. The D-sided player turned around. So right now, ex-TALON have to react. They have to answer back. 2 for 2 in the kill feed. It's Addict left in a 1 versus 2. Bomb's being dropped on long, and this is vital information. Even if Twinkle doesn't get that kill, it's still in UR's favor because, well, they've got the bomb picked up, all the information gathered. And I'd imagine the bomb would have just gone straight to B, but they pick up the round regardless. Addict not able to have the same amount of impact as he did on Dust 2. I mean, can't blame him. It was a one-man show, and well, if he was able to put up the numbers he put up on Dust 2 every single map, well, he'd probably be playing for a team like FaZe or Vitality, so you can't expect that level of performance every game.
Oh, HE towards Ali, and that almost is a kill on Zaya. Another HE might be thrown down as well. They're gonna be careful here. Oh, 4legs is taking down a Fufu as well. That's a double dink as well. Twinkle should be able to take care of 4legs, but I think they're gonna leave 4legs hanging to dry. They gotta be careful because 4legs can grab a weapon. He hasn't gone for it yet. He's looking for the alley player. He's gonna go into Mexico, and he's gonna be safe in Mexico.
Yeah, he's just trying to gather some info here, trying to bait them into, you know, feeling like they have to try and find him. Oh my god.
Another one. Oh, finally they got rid of him. Got another kill as well, got a dink. I'm surprised that the 72 HP Ozaya went in there.
If ex-TALON win this round, remember that. 2k from 4legs down mid. But that's if they win the round, because A-site's been taken again. Retake's going to have to come through. Of course, this is practically a full eco here from ex-TALON. So no kits at all.
Reason left the AK behind. That's unforgivable. You can't do that. Like, especially if you abandon those weapons, you have to chuck them over or chuck them somewhere else. Because they're stealing to an AK.
How do they play it?
Yeah.
It's a guessing game. Where are they set up? Are they double pit? Are they double sight? Are they up on short? And right now, the guesses are wrong. AK trying to fly out. It's 1 versus 1 against the Mac 10. But as I said, no kit, no time. Sterling's going to take the AK out of there. I'm not sure if Reason's going to be able to save. He will get away with it.
Fine.
Will get away with it in CT. Yep. If he was low, then it would be very close. But it's 11-4. He's not exploring anymore. But,
Exactly. Maybe.
It will take one round. You know, like
Exactly.
Similar to Alistair earlier on Simplify. Sterling's kind of the same. You know, if he gets a few nice hits into the green and onto his skill feed, then
This is the smoke I was talking about. See this one Sterling's thrown? Like, the beautiful shot at the moment. Hazard, they line up for him. And Hazard might get a 2k. Actually grabs an AK as well, so he's going to drop out. Like I said, I'm having a few tech issues at the moment. Hopefully I sound good and not stuttering every second word. Bit of a passive play going on at the moment. ex-TALON has shoved Unsettled Resentment out. Brace is doing the jump peek. As soon as he sees it, he's going to lay that Molotov down. Might get peeked. Ooh, doesn't get poked out in the end. I think he's seen a flash. Yeah, he's going to say it. He saw something. Can't say just to win. They actually run across the Molotov, and he's a bit surprised too. He's going to throw a smoke down. They're just going to ignore it. And Brace got one. He's going to have to go back to the first oranges. Hazza coming in as well as the anchor. Great crossfire. And Hazza kills, well, he kills two players. Fortunately, doesn't kill his own teammate. Whoa, what a shot from Reason. But I think Reason's realized that's not Hazza. Molotov can be thrown in. Hazza can peek off this. Well, Hazza's shoulder's been revealed. Reason trying to isolate this duel. He ain't. And Hazza's going to put him into the dirt. It's going to be a 5th round for ex-TALON.
That's exactly what ex-TALON needed. That's the big round that they had to win there. 11-5 now. You are back on the back foot. If you can pick up this round, which they should be able to do, I mean, it's only one AWP to deal with. The rest is, well, going to be, hopefully, for ex-TALON's sake, a bit of a meat grinder with these AKs, the M4s against the Tech 9. So we'll see if they can pick this round up. But, you know, if you want to make comebacks, you have to be winning these rounds. And not just winning these rounds, Josh, you have to win them clean as well.
Exactly. And not to mention as well, scary AWP set up here from Sterling. I mean, the scariest thing for holding middle is the Tech 9's coming charging at you. A Fufu Sterling making his way into apps as well. And the Tech 9 bust from apartments is a big killer on Inferno. Especially if they get out. And the big challenge there is going to be 4legs trying to make sure they don't get out. He's in a good position to make sure they don't get out.
But this is the perfect thing that the Tech 9s want. They want a close gunfight, but hello. It's a jump scare through the smoke like a horror movie. Here's Johnny. Or here's a Fufu.
And 4legs is just like, not today.
Yeah, he doesn't want any of that. He doesn't want a part of that at all. Addict 2, nearly 3, but he'll live with it. Oh, Twinkle picks up the AWP, pulls out the AWP from his back pocket. Somehow it fits in it. I'm not too sure how, but we'll work with it. And somehow this is a winnable round. Madness with AK and Kevlar, but Brace is just going to spray down wherever that C4 was last spotted. And hope that the bullets land, and that they did. 6-11. You are now forced to eco. A couple players able to buy deagles, but you can't invest too much. They have not got full loss yet, so 2.5k is going to be added on to these kill counts. You're looking at people like Twinkle. Well, you can't really afford to buy a deagle here. 2.4k is not going to be AKs and utils, so he really needs to find a kill. That's something to keep an eye on.
Beautiful. No, it doesn't hit that shot. I thought he mashed it. Barry's going very aggressive as well. Also, I've got to say as well, they had the body shot, and Madness was just stuck. He knew he was done. He was cooked because he got hit in the body there, and they're all close and personal as well. So an anti-eco here for ex-TALON, and that makes that
looks
little
like
margin.
a scary DC to me. That look the way Madness stops there. That looks like a DC, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't think any damage has been done, so I'm not sure if.
No damage. We're all good, so it's going to be a match medic potentially.
We might not be live, but then again, you've used mollies, you've used flashes, so I'm not too sure what the ruling is, if I'm honest. But that did look like a disconnection, the way Madness just... Oh, is he back?
He's in. He turned around. Yeah, he's back. He's turned around.
He's good. Okay, my
Could be
worst
still DC.
fears... Or he's just constantly getting tabbed out. It doesn't look right.
No, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving again.
Maybe he had to quickly
like
go and answer the door. Or he forgot he left his pizza in the oven.
Yep.
Oh, 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Goes and puts himself in Mexi.
To be fair, they're not doing too much this round anyway. Rushing into the B side, Sterling misses, but oh jeez, one beautiful 1D. This is not looking too good. Addict's going to do a lot more here, and he's on very little HP. He's taken down by a Fufu with the Goosh. That's a 2v2 at the moment. They've got an AWP, and they've got a rifle to work with as well. Orlex, like I say, he can't really go aggressive here because they've lost an AWP here, so he could be on the line.
Well, Forlex does have a smoke to deal with this potential Madness AWP. Does he deploy it? That's the question, because Brace is creeping out of Banana. That's going to mean that's
dead.
A dead Fufu, indeed. And now you're going to start to see the flash, the smoke, the nade come through. Smoke's going to get Forex out of CT, but they're going to have to deal with him in coffins. Brace, beautiful peek. Didn't give Madness a chance of finding him there. And they're creeping closer. And you start to wonder now, Josh, the closer ex-TALON can creep to the UR11, the more nervous you are get about choking.
Also, the worst part as well, like, you know, this is the other side of the coin. Actually getting a real bit, you know, worrisome here, or anxiety-inducing here for ex-TALON, because they're running out, they're not having too much money to play with either, so ex-TALON are putting pressure on, but also putting pressure on themselves of not winning these rounds cleanly, because, as you can see, only Sterling and Forex can pop up money if anything does happen this round here. Fufu just rushing in. He might find one. He does find one in the end, but Hazard has to trade out. And Hazard didn't want to trade out. Madness just spraying through whatever, just trying to hope he hits something. Hazard does connect with Madness eventually. Addict, he might have to chime in too. A deep HE, but Addict actually stays relatively advanced in position there, but he has to live. Very brave, but I think he just has to. He can't withdraw in that scenario because they're just trying to block him off at the pass. Oh, he's actually going to catch Reason almost there as well. And Addict's just going to have to drop back. Sterling rotating over the AWP, and it's just going to leave Forex on the A side anchor all by himself as they pop over to A. I gotta say, at least Addict has softened a few of these players up. Because Reason's on 2, Zaya's on 69. It makes a pit player a bit easier. Because he only has to land a few bullets. And actually, Addict's rotating go forever.
There's way too many dark spots on the map. And they now have to try and retake. Great flash from Forex. That gives Addict the chance to peek long and clear it. Kills 2. Great timing. Great read out of the CTs. But yeah, as I was trying to say, a lot of the map was very dark for ex-TALON then, because the rotation completely gave up long. You have Forex in essentially one of the least information possible spots, if that makes sense. Like, you can't really get anything from pit. It's a pure defensive position. So ex-TALON doing well to pick that up, understanding the timing, and Addict swings and finds 2 for free in his crosshair. And well, no surprise Reason's going to save with 2 HP.
Two kills, 2 HP, 2 beautiful flashes for Forex. He had that flash, you know, for Brace in the previous round as well. When Brace just wide swung on Madness. 2 beautiful utility pieces from Forex. And it's got TALON to 8. And not to mention as well, TALON keep a few members alive as well, 3 alive, so it gets you a bit of money. And I gotta say, I don't think they manage. Oh, they can't manage the economy well because Reason saved. So they had to go for this half buy here if they want to buy next round. So they've mismanaged their economy as well, which hasn't really helped Unsettled Resentment.
I did highlight it as well a couple rounds ago, where
you did.
You know, some players buying deagles when you can't afford to buy full U2 and AKs in the next round if you don't get a kill. That's not how you want to play. You know, you're up rounds. You can always turn off TikTok. You don't constantly need dopamine like you do.
Inject that dopamine into my brain. That's what Forex says. Injected right in there, mate.
Yeah, and Twinkle buying up the deagle when it puts his buy in jeopardy. It just doesn't make sense. Just take the Glock, take the L. And who knows, exactly. You know, you can get the Glock in good fights as well. Let's not write it off. Okay, it's not best, but yeah, I'd much prefer an AK and a Glock in 2 rounds rather than a deagle and a Galil.
Faking out AAX here. A lot of smoke's been thrown in. Hazard trying to get information as well. You see, 2 of them. Hazard's just going to back up the side. Even try to HE him as well. They might even rush through this. They should. And they are going to put the smokes down. They're going to rush through. And they're going to hit a Hazard. Can he get anything? He's got 1. Might get a second. Does get a second. And that's job done. Rotates through here as well. Sterling almost gets a clap, but he drops as well. Hazard should get another, but he's gone as well. They've done a lot of damage and bombs dropped. Brace actually goes in towards Banana as well. Reason can't trade frag him because their own smokes have betrayed them, basically. Actually, the CT smoke betrayed them. Forex, did you see Reason there? He did, but doesn't win the Angel. Now, Reason can come in from behind, but I'm going to say, The ex-TALON have no reason to engage. They don't need to. He doesn't have the bomb.
But we do see time and time again this ex-TALON team peaking when they don't need to.
That's a
He
bad
has
loss.
turned up clutch reason. The IGL putting out a 1 versus 3. We've not seen too many of those in this series, Josh, but that is an absolute devastating blunder from ex-TALON to give that one up. That would have been 9-11. You would have had UR on the ropes. Instead, it's ex-TALON on the ropes. The money's awful. And now they're staring down the barrel of 4 series points.
You just hide on sight at that stage. Like, you don't know where he is, just hide on sight. Pretty much it. Like, you know, he's going to check all the spots and stuff like that. You can play passive like that in that scenario there. And, you know, it's probably tired minds, fatigue setting in. And, like, in that 1v1, Brace has to peak, unfortunately. Like, he can't play passive. He's not in that position anymore. The worst part for Brace in particular, he was just 1 bullet away from winning that round. Four rounds to come back to put to OT. They had 2 rounds last time. Can they do it's the main thing.
Well, funnily enough, ex-TALON did most recently win 4 rounds in a row before they lost that round just then. So they can do it. They can force OT. They've done it before. Addict now, though, having to play solo on short. He needs to get 1 more. That was the absolute minimum required. And now it's another 1v3. Hazza with the speedy rotation. They're in the nick of time. And ex-TALON stay alive. But they have to be giving their thanks to Addict right now. Because without that second kill in short, Josh, that round was not looking good.
Definitely, I was going to say Addict really took a you know, cheap, you know, basically a trick out of his pockets, trick out of the hat, and gets the crucial kills needed. That 3rd kill was probably next to impossible to get in the end. If he got that kill, that would have been an absolute barn burner. Another time out here for ex-TALON, because like even though they won that round, they technically still lost money. Actually, they would have gained money, sorry, because of that win bonus, given that they had MP9s and Dreams. 3 more rounds to try and get to OT on Inferno.
Do not overbuy. If you are, do
Oh
not
no.
overbuy. 2.9k coming. It's going to be, what, 4.5
I can see this game ending. 3 Tech 9s. This always happens. The CT side always lose to Tech 9s. It's always this round in particular. Brace gets the first. Can he get a second as well? Because the Tech 9s just choo-choo through. They lose all 3 players for nothing because the Tech 9s are Tech 9. Sterling with the M4. He's not ready to go. He's taken out by Madness. They're looping around A at the moment. Addict has got to do something miraculous at midi on the balcony. Can he? Well, he's being spotted. And he's going to be surrounded by Tech 9s very shortly. And that's exactly what happens. And it's always that gun. Bombs planted, but they can't go very far. They're trapped on site or mini pit. And they know that. And they know one player's mini pit. And Brace can have the crosshair as well. They need to get their Fufu out of position. HE thrown in towards Secret so they can get in. They're going to swing into sight. Smoke going down as well. They know the pit player's there. It's 1 for 1. Fufu. What can he do? He's tapped its foot and, oh jeez, it's not looking too good. But however, Forlex has got another. Can he get that Fufu? What can he do at pit? He's got 1. Can he get a second here as well? Gets a deagle out. Misses all the shots. Brace. Has he got time? He's got to get to the bomb. He's got the kit ready.
It's good.
Very nervous, and Brace, he's not. Well, he's got the AK as well, but he's got it. 10 rounds on the board. I thought a Fufu was going to win it at pit there, but that's a nervous round because those half bites are scarier now, given you got staring at 2 series points, and those Tech 9s, they can do anything.
Yeah, you're really starting to see UR kind of change up the tempo now. 2 rounds ago, or 3 rounds ago, excuse me, when they managed to get to 12. They get that kill on Hazard and Banana, and they go pedal to the metal. They send it to the site. They get the opening kill on A there, and they send it up long to the site. ex-TALON doing well to stay alive with another retake, but as I said earlier, Josh, you cannot be relying on the retakes. That first and second defense needs to hold up, because you're not going to get away with that too many times. Right now, though, I mean, this is how this series was just... It was meant to finish this way. It was meant to finish on a knife's edge.
Exactly. I guess they have ex-TALON, like, they only had 2 people alive that time around. They've barely got enough for the rifles. I think they're happy with that at least. I guess money shouldn't really be an issue for them, ex-TALON. Even if they have 1 person alive this round, they should be fine, which is good. They've managed their economy barely to keep them alive if they win this round. Reason. He's not trusting Cubby and Sterling. He
gets away with it.
Doesn't have to smoke it off. It doesn't spread. It's going to spread at the last second, isn't it?
And he's not going to be checked now. There is no way he gets checked. This is huge.
Little boost there? Little sneaky little boost. This is interesting.
Yeah,
it's going to take out the Brace here.
They think there's no one in the cubby, right? So they're thinking, well, the long guy has to be close. They're waiting for the peak. And Brace, he's had a few moments in this series where he hasn't been patient enough. And yeah, he's just going to reposition. But as I said, if they do go long, there is no way they check Sterling. And that is unfortunate. Everyone supporting ex-TALON here's heart has just sank because they're not going to A. Sterling's luck is not going to mean much. And it's going to be settled on B here, Josh.
Yeah, like I say, Brace is in 2 minds as well. It's like, they might actually go B. And Brace is like calling this already. He's like, yeah, B, I reckon. Let's get reinforcement here. Let's set up a cross. CT smoke coming in. That cross is giving null and void. Brace is actually going to stand tall. He's going to get a bit of damage here as well. Now to Hazard. Hazard's got another as well. Might get a second nut cut. Does a lot of damage. Brace. Flashbang coming in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Brace gets flashed as well. That's going to be a 3v3 retake. Addict can't get anything on the cross either. Molotov thrown in deep, and Sterling doesn't want to give away his position yet. They don't know that Sterling's so deep in Cathedral already. 3v3 retake to try to keep their tournament life alive. Another Molotov thrown, and they've got a lot of utility, and Sterling's going to be waiting there. Oh, that's the unlucky spread. He got 2 lucky ones earlier, so he can't really complain about that. No smoke for CT, so 4x. Flash in. All chips on the table, 20 seconds to go. Fufu is fully flashed. Can they take down the Fufu and Shadow? They do. They get all the jewels going their direction. They're just going to get onto the bomb quickly. Can they get it? Oh, Addict, great trade. His needs to get the kit and onto the bomb, but he's got no time. I don't know if he's got any time, and it's going to be over, barely. He had no kit, and that's so unfortunate because 4x kit flies away, and that is 2-1 to Unsettled Resentment. They finally get the 13th round. ex-TALON